You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me that never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 279. We're almost at 280. We're almost at 300. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody on the live chat. I want to thank the LA Fools. I want to thank the IE Fools. And I'm waiting for somebody to start the Raider Fools, okay? If there's any Bay Area Fools, much love, much respect to all you guys. Let's have fun tonight. Before I introduce my very special guest, once again, if you want to appear on Roadium Radio, you could email me at rodiumradio@gmail.com. That email should be appearing on the screen, rodiumradio@gmail.com. Submit at least 2 or 3 songs, videos if you have them, and a short bio. Please include a short bio, even if it's just a paragraph. Give us a little description of who you are, how long you've been doing this, how long you've been rapping, etc. Other than that, if you guys didn't watch my conversation with Marvelous Inc. on Sunday, I encourage you to go watch that. We always have fun. It's an open platform when he's here, so we get to talk about anything and everything, okay? So I know he doesn't like to use this word, but a lot of you guys like to call in with conspiracies, with mysteries and whatever. But make sure you guys go tune in on that. Also tap in on Freaky Tales. Last Friday, it was episode 44, I believe. Go check that one out. That was a Halloween special. At the very end, I actually played Michael Myers on a little skit, but you can see that on the Freaky Tales page. So other than that, if I have anything else to say, I'll say it during the episode. We will be taking calls for a lot of you guys that have a lot of questions pertaining to fitness, okay? So without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest, Joe Enriquez. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's up, big dog? Thanks for having me.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you were able to make it. I didn't know you were coming that far. I believe you were coming from Ontario.
Yep.
And that drive, how was that drive?
Fucking rough, man. Like I said, man, after years of truck driving, shit, man, can't even enjoy the ride no more, you know, with fucking ass starts hurting, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. We got to make it happen, you know, that's just it, you know.
Being a truck driver, how long were you a truck driver for?
19 years.
19 years.
Yeah.
What union were you a part of?
Well, I started with 848, local 848, and then I ended up with 63, local 63,
Okay.
Teamsters.
Teamsters. I was a Teamster for 15 years. Local, damn, if I can still remember, 572. Local 572.
Oh, 572, that's warehouse?
No, that was a warehouse right here.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, you probably went there. It was Rouse Distribution right here in Compton.
Oh, yeah. I drove for Ralph's.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah. I used to go there. That was like they hold the meat department there.
That's right.
The frozen stuff.
Yeah, I worked in frozen. I worked in dairy. I worked in...
Oh, you actually worked there? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I was there for 15 years and had a great time there, you know, but it was just time for me to leave. You know, it's funny. A lot of people don't know, if you work for any Kroger warehouse, my picture is still up on the banner. I get guys all the time that still take a picture and DM it to me.
So you're a badass loader.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I was actually a loader, a forklift driver, an order selector at one point. I was making a lot of good money, but where the last 5 years, I was like retired almost in a sense, because I work sanitation, go in there at 3 o'clock in the morning, get out at 11:30 in the afternoon, and go hit the gym right after. But all I was doing was walking around with a pincher and picking up trash and throwing it in the dumpster
Oh, fuck.
for the last 5 years, bro. Making a little bit over $30 an hour. I was happy.
Yeah, fuck yeah, retirement job right there.
Exactly. So, so what made you get out of that trucking business? Just a better opportunity, or?
Nah, I made a couple of investments, so I was already veering towards fuck, man, I want to do something else. Like I said, I topped off. You could only do so much as a truck driver.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna scale that far. I had already the baddest truck. I worked for Golden State Foods. That was the last time that I was truck driving. So I had a badass fucking truck. We went to truck shows, and I was pretty much done. My back fucking took a toll on me, and I was just having a lot of issues. And I never took sick days. I never took fucking leave of absence, or when people fucking hurt themselves and they take fucking disability. I never used that, and people were like, fuck, use it, man, you've been fucking grinding for all those years. And it was just not me, but towards the end I used it, but I used it towards kind of like build my my little side business, truck driving school that I opened up with my boy. And as I was driving still and getting money, kind of I was going back and forth till I was, I was stable enough to be like, okay, you know what, I'm good right here, Later, I'm done.
Okay. Where originally are you from?
SGV, Baldwin Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now Baldwin Park. Now we were talking about this earlier. That's in San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah. That's
okay.
San Gabriel Valley. Yeah,
Okay.
all SGVs. Like I said, that's just it covers a lot.
Yeah.
All the way from East LA, Southeast, all the way to Pomona. Then it's IE. But
Okay.
it's pretty.
Okay. So San Gabriel is not considered IE then, right?
No.
Okay. So
No.
all your IE fools can't associate him with that. But anyways, the reason why I asked is because I have a brother-in-law that lived in San Gabriel, and I was sharing with you earlier how he was a big influence, on my music career when I was in junior high school. Back then, today they call it what, middle school?
Yeah.
When I was in junior high school, he was a big influence. He introduced me to new wave music, disco music, which we called high energy, the bad shit, the dope shit.
Electrifying.
Yes. So, and if I take it, you still bump a little bit of that?
Fuck yeah, man. That shit's fucking, it just gets me fucking going,
It does. It really does. I had a boy that was doing a documentary on that whole era. But that was like 2-3 years ago, and he had great footage. Because one thing that's still classic are those flyers that they used to pass out back then.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, the party crews and all that.
Yeah, the party crews. And a lot of them were house parties.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to get dressed up and just head out there, and we were going to for sure find a house party.
Oh.
That, and the girls with the big-ass Aquanet hairstyle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The trucks. What a beautiful time, bro.
Yeah, you just had different type of people, tigers, gangsters, fucking
Breakers.
Breakers, fucking rebels. Remember rebels that were
The
in the
rebels.
mix? Everybody was in those damn parties, man.
That was so dope. Were you ever a part of any of those crews?
Nah,
Okay.
No, I was always just doing my own thing, more on the gangster side,
Right.
the tough side, not like, those guys, they always had they dress different. They always kind of, I seen them as more of a, trying to start something new, because a lot of shit started popping throughout the 90s, like they weren't around then, the rebels and, what tigers were, but then after a while it started kind of dying down,
Yeah. You come from a big family, like a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers. I'm the oldest, and then my sister, and that's pretty much it. But my mom has a big family. She has
Right.
let me see, 6 brothers, 4 sisters. So it's pretty big. I got a big family, so I have a lot of cousins. A lot of cousins from everywhere.
Okay. Where originally is your mother and your father from?
Well, my dad's from Guerrero,
Okay.
Mexico, and my mom's from Puebla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll
Beautiful
work.
city.
Growing up, man, can you kind of describe what like Thanksgiving and Christmas was?
Fuck, we never had that, man.
¿Y eso por qué? Why is that?
She just didn't. I mean, first of all, we weren't middle class. We were poor.
Yeah.
When we I came over here when I was 5 years old. She was already established here. She was already here, and we lived at a pad that was kind of like the go-to pad. Like whoever crossed over here to California, that was like the stop, and then from there they either go to New York, they'll go to Chicago. Just so it was a lot of fucking traffic,
Yeah.
And fuck, it was like those families that have one pad and six family.
Yeah.
You know, so it was kind of that, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was just it was rough. You know, there was a lot of just drinking, a lot of, you know, go to work, drinking, doing like there was no you know, nothing structured, nothing you know, for you to be striving for, or a rite of passage. You know, it was just kind of a lot of like animosity, you know, a lot of just, like I said, commotion, you know.
Right.
I don't know who the hell was the ringleader there, but, you know, somebody, I know my mom was like the one in charge from for that pad, you know, but a lot of people went there, stayed, some got they got jobs and were able to stack out some money, and then boom, hit out, you know, wherever the fuck they went, you know, New York, Chicago.
Do you have a favorite, if there's one, childhood memory when it comes to the holidays?
Yeah, you know what, as a matter of fact, yeah. I think there's a picture floating around there, you know, that I have it was me and my brother holding a fucking remote control car, you know? Yeah, but it's not like now, like when I met my wife, now this is like way different. Yeah. Celebrating but they're already fucking putting all the fucking Christmas shit up right now, you know? Yeah. It's like that, decorating, but my mom, nah, birthdays, not even. And then towards as the years went by, you know, she became a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. So that even screwed it more, because they don't celebrate nothing, you know? Right. So whatever little function we had, or whatever they gather up and they, you know, put together, you know, those were special because we didn't get them that often, you know? Right. You know, so that's what it was.
You know, with me, okay, coming from a big family, 5 brothers, 4 sisters, I look back at all my childhood pictures, and one thing that I will say that I'm thankful for, that in all the pictures, okay, there's one picture specifically, and one day maybe I'll post it up. I don't know where in the hell I got like plaid pants from, because whatever we found at La Segunda.
Oh man, tell me about that.
You know what I'm saying? You put it on. If it fits, it's yours. Okay. I had some plaid pants. I had a green sweater. My pants were silver and purple. Okay, silver and purple with a green sweater, and it was my birthday. And I remember because my cake was green. Don't ask me why it was green. You know, maybe I like the Hulk or something.
Yeah.
And I just had the biggest smile on my face. So as I look through all my pictures and I see them, my mom always kept a smile on my face.
That's
now,
cool, man.
You know, you grew up poor, but you didn't know you were poor.
Yeah.
Because moms and pops made everything happen. Or at least that's the way it was in my home.
Yeah.
So now, of course, with my kids, it's like totally different.
Fuck yeah, man. It's like a whole different fucking get down. You know, it's just more family orientated. You know, more of a like middle class. You know, we make it happen. You know, we do as much as we can. You know, now we have I don't blame them. You know, there was not a lot of information out there for them to seek and get that personal help. You know, where striving for more. You know, there was not really that much. They were just hardworking people. You know, just hustling, grinding. I know my mom used to bring work from the sewing factory, and we used to help her and shit, like all the fuck ups, you know, we had to fucking undo and shit. She had us right there, hey, help me with this, you know, bags and bags of it, you know. And but always hustling. She always had that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Growing up, you play any sports in high school, or just out of high school, or out of school?
Fuck, like, out of high school, because I didn't even go to high school. You know, I went 3 months and then that was it. My career was done, you know. But going back to that, I always loved playing. You know, like I said, it was just hard for me to, like, you know, like now we go to get our kids involved in Pop Warner T-ball. Like when I asked my mom, she was like, "Fuck, you're crazy. We don't got money for that." Always a shutdown, you know. Always like, "Nah, man, we can't do it." Hey, mom, could I join karate? You know, because you hear that at school, like, "Hey, what do you did for summer?" "Oh, my dad, you know, he put camping. Me in karate." Yeah, camping, Yosemite, fucking. Everybody comes back laced up, new shit, backpack, fucking He-Man, fucking lunch bag, pail. Remember those He-Man? Yeah.
Lunch pails with the canteen and everything.
Oh man, I didn't come back with no story, but yeah, it was just.
I used to lie.
Like, well, man, I was just like, I didn't want to hear it, man. I was just listen, but that was it, man. I was just like the kid, like, oh shit, cool. But you know, I always was the one that you know, I wanted that. You know, I wanted to play sports. You know, I liked playing sports, but like I said, you know, they just didn't have the time, or they didn't have the, you know, the money. And all that shit just led for you to just start wandering off, you know?
Right.
That's where it starts.
I remember this one kid, I think I was like in 5th grade. He goes, oh, yeah, we went to Mammoth for the summer. And I was like, oh, I'm tired of going over there. We would go there all the time. Told my dad, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Lying my ass off, But, yeah, you know what? With us, it was the swap meet. That was probably it. That was like every summer, swap meet, La Segunda, whatever you could find, put it on, Fucking wear shoes 2 sizes smaller, but as long as they fit and as long as they were popular,
Pro Wings
from
Payless,
or Tracks from Kmart. But if you get a pair of Nikes, oh my God, I didn't get my pair of first Vans. They were called Hawaiian Vans till I was in 7th grade. Y es porque me porté bien. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was really it. But yeah, now
that's crazy, man. We're similar, man. Like I said, I didn't even see a pair of Nikes. I used to see, remember the pumps, the Reebok pumps. I used to be like, fuck, man, those are badass, man. Fucking, I didn't get shit. I bought my first pair of Nikes, once I was already fucking out there hustling myself, making my little money and shit. But and it was just like, it was crazy, man. But all that shit, just made me tougher, made me who I am now because not so long ago, my mom was like, man, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, this and that, but I'm proud of you. And I'm like, nah, man, everything that happened, it made me stronger, because, this is why I'm here now,
Yeah. Now, as far as like you leaving school, you said you were there for 3 months. What was the reason for that? It's just mentally you just weren't there no more. I just don't want to do this shit no more. Or?
No, I got busted, they picked me up and shit, and I didn't even know for what. I was at Sierra Vista. I was 3 months in, but I was slanging, and I was just getting into trouble. My mom was just sick and tired of me, and she didn't know what to do with me, I was already on probation. She couldn't get me busted, The probation officer told her, well, we can't do that, He hasn't really done nothing. We haven't caught him with nothing. Well, that day they picked me up. I didn't know. They probably didn't trust me, but I ended up in LP. And from there, I was like, what the fuck am I here for, But everybody was like, I remember I was in court with this guy from Happy Town, Porky. He's like, oh, you're first offense. Like, if he knew it all, he's like, oh, you'll be out, man. I'm out right now. And, so I'm like, okay, cool. Fuck no. They stretched me, and I didn't even know. And then my mom was there. And, oh, fuck, man. They found my foot. I had a half a pound of the fucking chronic. I paid half because it was like 5,000 back then,
Right.
And I had it in my brother's hamper, and she happened to wash his clothes, and she found it. I was like, that's it. That's what happened. She turned that in. She went, checked my room, and fucking found all kinds of shit, and that was it. Could you lock him up now? Oh, yeah, thank you.
Holy shit,
yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was it, man.
How long did you do for that?
Probably about 16. That was like they taught me off. And then when I got out, I couldn't even go back to, I tried to go back to public school because that was my getaway. I love going to school, not to study, but it's because my path was like, it was boring, to me, that was fun, fuck yeah, I won't miss school because I used to go over there and get my thing, bullshit on, so I seen it like, fuck, that's the only thing I had, I couldn't go nowhere. They didn't take us nowhere. So, that was my getaway. But yeah, once I got out, I was done, and then to top it off, I got fucking in trouble again, and that was it, back then, the last time I was property of the state was in '96, which that was it, man. My next trip was gonna be the joint, so that's when I said, "Fuck this," I didn't even like it because I was pissed that I missed all my high school years, man, and I was really looking forward to it. I was already pissed because I was in there, and she put me in there. It wasn't like I got caught slipping. Well, I did, but it wasn't like I got caught slipping in the streets or something. I was always. I used to drink, blaze, do bullshit, but, I was always try to, be on top of shit, not slip like that. But I'm glad that happened because, I was not doing that good, health-wise with just drugs and shit,
Okay. One thing I learned about LP, the only good thing about LP when I went was I was in 7th grade or 8th grade. Is that I got to see all my friends that weren't in school no more, and I was wondering what the hell happened to them.
You found them.
Yeah, so one guy was in there 1 month before me, and I swear to God, this guy, ya se creía, fucking Edward James Olmos from American Me. He was in there, and I remember the way he had his legs crossed. He was like this, and he was like, "What's up, Antonio?" And I was like, I just got in. He goes, do your time and get out. This motherfucker was only 8th grade.
Yeah. I run into a lot of them guys that are already like, what the fuck? This motherfucker is fucking. You shouldn't be here, man. Too old for fucking.
Exactly, bro.
Being LP and shit.
But it's funny because I ran into a lot of dudes, and then when I got out, I might have ran into him maybe like 3 years later. And I was like, hey, bro, so I haven't seen you since LP. Was that your last time? Fuck, no, I went to that motherfucker like 3 more times.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I ran into a lot of the time that I got fucking picked up again for violation, and they fucking put me back. And I was like, fuck, man, I thought you got out. What are you in here for now? You know, we were fucking in the holding tank. He's like this. I was like, fuck, you know. I was like, yeah, I just seen you. We were in Camp Rocky.
Okay.
And he went first, you know, he was from Longos. He went out first. And then I had about a few months left, you know, kicked me out. And then after, when I came back, I fucking seen him. I'm like, fuck, he was in Orange now, you know. I should have thought, you know. I seen him, hey, what's up, big dog? And what's up, you know, like trying to say, you know, he's just like, I'm like, fuck.
Well, did you ever go to county?
No.
Oh my God.
YA was that's my last stop.
I didn't go to YA. I just went to LP in county. But county, the worst, and anybody that's been to county, I didn't do a lot of time there, but I was there in 1994. And I had, and the reason why I went there was $17,000 worth of warrants. Okay. Like, and honestly, I was just collecting those motherfuckers. But you cut somebody off, okay, give me the fucking ticket. I'm not going to pay for it. And I'll throw that motherfucker in the glove compartment. You got tinted windows. I'm not going to pay for that motherfucker.
Thinking it wasn't going to come back.
Yeah. So one guy pulled me over. And funny story, he pulls me over and he was like, pulled you over because you had tinted windows. And I go, my fucking windows weren't even up. You know, how do you know? You know, well, I saw the back one up. Whatever, bro, give me your shit. So I grabbed it. He was about to walk away. So I opened the glove compartment and they fucking all fell.
Your collection.
Yes, my collection. So he went around. He goes, hold it. Don't close that. And he grabbed them and he started looking at him. Hold on. He ran my name. I got to take you in, bro. I was like, all right, I don't give a fuck, bro. Take me in. I need a break anyways. Porque estaba bien hartado, bro. I was going through some shit during that time. So he handcuffs me, throws me in the back seat. He takes off. This is no lie, bro. He takes off. His car's like, And I'm like, what the fuck?
Cop car?
Cop car.
Fuck.
And I was like, what the fuck? And he goes, fuck, I ran out of gas. He ran out of gas. So and then we're sitting there for about 30 minutes and he's waiting for another cop car to come bring him gas. And I said, look, bro, there's a gas station right there. If you give me your gas can, I'll go and I'll come back.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and goes, you'll do that. And I said, yeah, I don't give a shit. I go, I want to go. I'm not going to pay for it. And to be honest with you, I had the money, bro, to pay for that shit because I was making good money during that time.
You're so being a rebel.
Yeah, so he trusted me, bro, and he gave me the fucking gas can, and guess what? I came back. And he goes, I'm not going to put the cuffs on you. And I said, all right. So he took me to, I hear in Carson, the sheriff's station right in Carson. And I went to county, but my whole point of sharing that, the worst part of fucking county is the processing. That's the fucking worst, 12 to 15 hours being processed before you go to your fucking module, bro. I'm like, fuck. That's what made me never want to go back, was that right there. And then when they finally, like after I did my time, they call my name. You got to give, I think it's your last 3 or 4 numbers from your tag.
Yeah.
It was 3 numbers. He goes, oh, you're being released tonight. It was at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, fuck yeah. So I'm thinking they're going to walk me to the door, open it, and say bye. No, it's another fucking 12, 13 hours.
Yeah, process.
So that's why, pórtense bien. You don't want to go through the processing. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's not fun, bro. You know what? And the thing is, a lot of people get out, and I'm not trying to put nobody down, but a lot of people get out of situations and brag about that jail time. I don't ever want to talk about it, you know?
No, I really don't, because that shit, I was like pissed, that I did. And then to top it off, after doing all that, I went back to doing the fucking same shit, and I got cracked again. I'm like,
Holy
fuck,
shit.
didn't I just fucking, I was like, fuck, man, like, what the fuck? When you're in there for a while, you're thinking, oh, only if I'm home, I won't do this, I won't do that, I promise, and all this shit that you start telling yourself. And sure enough, once you get out, fucking, it was just all over again. And I was like, that was it. After that, I was like, sit, I didn't even like it, through all that fucking process of fucking going to different camps, and they weren't fucking rinky-dink camps. They were all like
Right.
the fucking high-end camp, fucking Camp Gonzalez, Rocky, Saugus, Challenger, all that. Fucking a lot of fucking more idiots, you know, just testing you. Everybody's wanting to fucking. It was nothing but fucking just ramflas and shit. Everybody wanted fucking is SGV 213s and you know right there it was just fucking.
Did you ever get into like any putazos in there?
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, they tested you. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's mandatory. You know, they wanted to test who you were. You know,
About how old were you when all this was going on?
about 14, 15, 16, and towards 17.
Okay. Now, you said you would say to yourself, when I get out, me voy a portar bien, I'm going to do good. And then you go back out and do the same thing. You repeat the same cycle. Why do you think that was? Was it the company that you were keeping, or was it just you?
No, it was, well, fuck. To be honest with you, fuck, when I got out, I don't know how the fuck they found out, but my boy that I owed him for that fucking, the chronic, fuck, he fucking showed up, you know? He went bumping, and I was, like, eating dinner with my family, you know? Firmes and shit, talking, everybody, you know, happy to see me, and I'm like, I looked out the window, I go, what the fuck, who the fuck, how the fuck they know I'm out, you know? Like, I never wrote to nobody, you know, but... For somehow, some way, they fucking track you. They find out, but I know, I fucking owe them money, you know. But fuck, all this time, you know, they don't forget. And then it's always like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? So I'm like, okay, I'll catch you guys, you know, at the spot. Okay, cool, I'll be over there, you know. And that was it, you know. After that, it was just a lot of just praise, you know, like looking good, looking healthy. They're like, hey, come on, motel party, we got it fucking unlocked, and nah, I gotta come back home. You know, I can't be out here like this. You know, I'm gonna get fucking cracked again. But nah, man, like you said, it's just bad influence, and they, you know, pump you up. And back then, you're like, fuck it, yeah, you know, they pump you up more. You know, fuck yeah, my boy's out. Yeah, fuck, you look good, this and that, healthy. You know, I was healthy. You know, pretty healthy back then for my age, and like I said, that's what fucking fucked me up. They fucking pumped my head up, and then here I go. You know, we got fucking caught, and they raided that hotel, and it was just, here you go again, you know. They just fucking took me and no question asked, because I had barely got out.
Wow. Okay, now let me ask you this, because a lot of people are probably wondering, when did this motivation to, when did it start for you to, if you will, the physical change? I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start eating good. When did all of that start for you? And what was your motivation behind it? Was it someone you saw? Was it bodybuilders? What was it?
Well, let's go back to when I was young, you know, like I said, you know, growing up, you know, when we moved to that spot where we were, right next door was the spot. You know, I seen a lot of movement coming in too, but you know, gangsters, homies getting out of prison, that was like the spot, you know. And as I grew older, you know, I fucking gravitated to them. And I started, you know, seeing them, you know, that was like a eye catcher to me, you know. I looked up to them guys. They were fucking on Soul Status. And then also, too, the movies that we used to watch when we used to watch movies, Rambo, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. I always liked that fucking build and you know, weights and shit like that since I was little, you know. My mom always has a picture of me when I had barely got these fucking weights from Kmart. You know, I saved up my money and I went and bought them. They're cement weights, you know.
I was going to say cement weights.
Yeah.
Plastic cement weights.
Yeah, you know, I was about 11, you know. They took a picture of me and my brothers. They're next to me just watching me bench, you know. I think it was like 10-pounders, you know. But, you know, it was always, you know, kind of like, I loved that. You know, I wanted to, you know, I wanted to look like them, you know. Yeah. But then, like I said, you know, I was around the, you know, bad influence and they were just... you know, they were lacing me up and just to do stupid shit, you know? They took me under the wing. Like I said, my older homeboy that, you know, had respect for him because he taught me a lot, you know, and how the game works. And he laced me up at a young age of how people do themselves, how they do each other dirty, how they fucking backstab at people, how to read people, how to fucking manipulate people. Game on that shit, just fucking shooting me game. He kind of see me like a son, you know? Yeah. And... but yeah, always worked out. And he always told me, hey, I need you guys to, me and my other boy that I used to hang around with, hey, I need you guys to go sign up. I need you guys to start boxing because I need you guys in top shape so you guys can knock fuckers out. So, you know, he was kind of like lacing me up in that way, but I knew his agenda. You know, his agenda was, you know, he wanted us to be his right hand, you know, but that didn't last. You know, like I said, after like jealousy, envy, they got him, you know. from what I heard is they gave him rat poison. They set him up, you know. He was up there, you know, but there's always that, and he always talked about it, you know. This game's treacherous, you know. There's people that, you know, don't like me, but when you're, you know, when you have power, you know, there's just a lot of people can't do nothing about it, you know. But eventually, you know, it caught up to him, and that was the end of it. You know?
Rat poison.
Yeah, that's what they said. A hyena gave him that shit, you know. A hyena set him up, you know. It wasn't just like me and you, hey, here, take this, you know. You're gonna be like, why? What the fuck? You take it first, then let's both do a line.
Yeah.
But nah, that's what happened.
Fuck, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. At least a lot of the stories where a lot of dudes got into shit, and I won't give too much detail, was because of a fucking hyena, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A fucking dirty ass fucking hyena, bro. And
because who's gonna get him? Somebody has to have fucking the balls or the fucking, you know, the balls to actually go in, hey, you know what, I don't like you, this and that. It's very rare that somebody's going to call you out, especially if you're in you know, at a certain level of command, you know. People ain't going to talk to you in that manner, you know.
Right.
But there's always going to be those cowards that are going to fucking try somehow, some way. Drugs are involved, money's involved, and boom, you know. And then back then, you know, they used the hyenas a lot to fucking set up fools, you know. Them hyenas been a big part of a lot of hoods fucking going at it, you know, also.
I remember one time, bro. One time, I think here in the harbor area, there's Long Beach, there's San Pedro, there's Wilmas right here, there's Lomita, there's Carson, Harbor City, okay? And one time, I think it was like 92, somewhere around there, some girls came to the neighborhood, and they were chilling, like, with me and all my homies. And, you know, this girl was a pretty good-looking girl. She was like, roll with me to my house. And I was just like, well, what? I just want to go get a sweater. All right. So we went. And I told her, hey, we're driving into Harbor City. And that was like one of Wilmington's biggest fucking rival. And she pulled up to a fucking house party, bro. And that motherfucker was jam-packed full of homies. And I said, hey, I can't stop here. What the fuck? And she goes, oh, just hold on. She put it in the park and got the fuck out, bro. Okay? So what I did, since she had tinted windows, I just put my seat all the way back. I waited maybe about 2-3 minutes, and I said, fuck this. So I got out, ran across the street. Nobody saw me. I hid behind some bushes. Before you know it, 3 guys, white T-shirts, Ben Davis. Is he in there? Is he in there?
Yeah.
She was going to set me up, bro.
Yep. A lot of that shit was going on back then.
Yeah, bro. I took the fuck off. I was like, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, you were able to read that shit, you know. You just didn't feel right, you know.
Exactly, bro. So maybe she was just trying to bring a fucking trophy to the neighborhood, to their neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
you know?
100%.
Fuck
you know?
that, you know. But,
get a name.
You know. But like I said, man, a lot of, anyways. Pero now, so this guy that I guess was poisoned with this rat poison. He was the guy that was at least motivating you guys to take up boxing. You know,
yeah, to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, work out, be healthy. He always like, nah, man, look at those fools. You know, don't fucking. It's like, don't get high on your own supply shit. You know, don't do that shit. You know, guiding us. You know, but we're youngsters. We ain't gonna fucking listen. He was old, way older than us, but we still did our shit on the side. You know, but not around him. You know, telling us because we thought that was cool. You know, we're not gonna be with the other homeboys, not saying, oh nah, homie said it. You know, but so. I was doing that at a point, not too extreme, but I was still participating in it, you know. But his get down, you know, at least, you know, from what I took from him, it was just putting me up on game, you know, like that. You know, it's like you would lace your son, you know. You would be telling him all the pointers to be fucking right there on point on anything, and you know, I used to help him out, fucking bag shit up, weigh shit up, you know. So I was already fucking getting groomed, you know, for that shit.
Yeah, for that life. And now, as far as lifting weights, were you always lifting weights, or was this something that one day you just said, I'm going to start now?
Well, I didn't took it serious till, like I said, the last time that I fucking, that I got out, that was it, you know. I'm like, fuck no, man. I was like, fuck, man, I never even fucking kept a girlfriend, you know, because I wasn't even around, you know. Like, I was missing that. I was missing, like, I wanted that, you know. I wanted love, you be with the lady, you know, cruise with her and shit like that. I didn't have none of that. I fucking didn't even go to high school. Like I said, I missed all that. So, you know, I took it more serious, more about taking care of myself, you know. I went back to boxing after I met my wife, and she helped me, you know, even you know, to be in check. You know, she kept me in check because I had a job now, you know, a warehouse job, working as a matter of fact, doing bars, you know, protein bars. You know, right here in the city of Industry, right next to the Miller Company, there was a little spot where it's called Nelson Nutraceutical. I think they called it back then, but they changed it. Well, we used to do all kinds of protein bars there. They had EAS, fucking Jenny Craig, all that shit. So I was working there and shit and eating bars and shit, but I didn't even know nothing about it. I was just trying to like copy shit, you know? Like I wasn't really like that into it where like book ready and shit, like studying about it. I used to just go by what my homeboy had said. Hey, just go pick up heavyweight and eat, you know? That's it, you know? I'm like, okay, no, like that's it? Like nothing else? Just go pick up heavyweight, man up, and fucking, you know, eat, you know? You got to grow, you know? That fat buff look, that's the prison look.
The
you know,
husky buff.
That's it, you know, it's just the big old guns and the big old gut, you know? And yeah, that's what I did, you know?
Okay. You know, because today when I see guys at the gym, I see a lot of guys that do that. Like, they'll be getting fucking blazing up a leño outside, you know, eating some fucking Panda Express, go in there with a Monster can and just hitting flat bench for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Y ya estuvo.
Yeah,
You know?
trying to outwork a bad diet, which is never going to happen.
Yeah,
you know?
it's never going to happen. It's fucking smelling like fucking weed and hitting that shit. And I'm like, it's them mamon. We ain't getting nowhere.
Fuck no.
You know?
The wasting time is about but the only thing they're doing, you know? And I tell them all the time, and they get hurt, or they'll try to come and ask me, hey, I want to bulk up. And I'm like, bulk up? I'm like, fuck, you're too big. You got to get the fat off, and then you bulk up.
You
know?
get the fat
Like,
off.
how the fuck you think that you're going to build fat and muscle on top of fat? Who told you that? Oh, you can? I'm like, fuck no, you can't. That shit's impossible. You got to get rid of the problem, then we start building.
Yeah. You know, in 2017, man, I can't believe I'm gonna tell the story, but I'm not gonna say no names. I'm working at the warehouse, okay? Chubby white guy. He's Colombian kid, but he looks like a white dude. I always thought he was white, but he's a Colombian kid, full Spanish and everything. And he left the warehouse. He went out on state disability. So he comes back like 6-7 months. Keep in mind, he's a chubby guy. He came back really like, you know, lats. He had lats. He had legs. You know, you could tell that a transformation changed.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I was like, bro, what the fuck happened? This was the first time that I've ever seen a transformation before my eyes. And I was like, you don't even look the same anymore. And he goes, oh, I just started working out. And I said, why? And he said, well, I was living with my girl, and then I came home one day, found out she was fucking somebody. And I kicked her out. Now she moved in with that guy. So instead of getting high and drunk, I just went downstairs to my apartment building. I saw the weights. I went on fucking YouTube, and I just started looking up any kind of workout to take out my frustration. So he goes, and after a while, I just started asking people at the gym down the street, you know, about meal preps, about food, about drinks, about whatever. And he goes, and I got it down now, man. And he lifted up his shirt. He goes, I never had a six-pack before. Damn. And he had a fucking six-pack. So I'll be honest with you, bro. Maybe this is the wrong word, but I got jealous. And I was just like, fuck.
But he did it.
Yes. But it made me feel like I want that. Now, he told me something that my older brothers always told me, because my two older brothers, and at the time, my older brothers weren't talking to me. They were always big. You know, I got brothers 6'4", one of them was like 5'10", but they were always
big guys,
big, you know. And so I said, hey, bro, how do I do that? And I had a green Monster can in my hand, and I was eating an ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, he goes, well, you need to put that shit away.
First of all.
And let me tell you something. I would never allow a man to talk to me like that. But because I wanted what he had, I came under order, if you will.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. Yeah.
Okay. And I just said, yeah, I want it. He goes, then you need to stop that. And I said, okay, let's talk during lunch. From one day to the next, because thank God I have good willpower, I cut everything out that he said cut out. And within, I want to say 3 months, but he was wise because he told me, don't join a gym, because if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you're not going to go and you're going to waste your money. He said, try doing sit-ups, try doing pull-ups, try doing crunches.
Bodyweight workout.
Yeah, whatever you could at home until you build up a routine. Mm-hmm. Within 3 months, I was at an unhealthy, honestly, 205, 210. And I went down to like 185, 190. Yeah. And I have pictures where I'm just shredded.
Yeah, I already know how you look at that. I deal with a lot of clients. So your structure, I believe that.
So he says, okay, you're ready to join the gym now. So he took me to the gym and showed me the ropes. He kind of worked out with me for about a week. And then I met a trainer that used to bodyguard for us back in the 90s when I was DJing for like DJ Quick and a bunch of other guys. He trained Nelly, the rapper.
Yeah.
He trained Carmelo Anthony, who played for the Denver Nuggets. So he trained a lot of celebrities, and he just told me, his name was Keith. Well, much love to my boy Yellow Eyes, Keith. He said, what's up, Tony? Yeah, what's up, man? I said, I'm trying to work out, but I don't really know what I'm doing. He goes, I can tell you don't know what you're doing. He said, you ain't got no form.
Yeah.
You ain't got no form. And he goes, get back on that flat bench. So he goes, show me how you're gonna lift it up. So now I got a one plate on each side, a 45 and a 45. Yeah. So I do it, and I'm like this, and I'm coming below my chest. And he said, pick it up, take them up, put dimes on it. Yeah. So I was like, all right. And I was embarrassed because I got 10 pounds on each side, and I'm like, fuck, I'm over here this big, and motherfuckers staring at me because I can't lift for shit. And he said, don't worry about the weight, get the form first.
That's what I tell everybody, man. Fuck the weight. That's where we fuck up. That's where a lot of injuries happen. That's where I got a lot of injuries myself, you know. And I tell my clients when they hit me up, hey, how much weight should I put? I'm like, you're not here to impress me, man. You got to focus on form. Focus on the form. I don't care if you lift the bar. You got to get used to the form because, you know, if you don't fucking start with form, you're going to fuck yourself up, you know. And that's what they don't get, you know. And it's like you said, you know, your boy, you know, or your friend that did that transformation, that's what a lot of people should do, but they don't do. Use that fuel, because I get a lot of DMs, people that, you know, going through relationships, and the first thing that we do is do the opposite, which is go and so there's two roads, either one where you're gonna just self-destruct or one that's gonna build you. Everybody chooses the other one. Why? Because it's easy. I'd rather fucking pistear right here, listen to some oldies and cry my fucking ass, which that's not going to do nothing or fix the problem. And then you're still going to feel like shit instead of fucking going there and grind and build yourself up and fucking, you know, make yourself that bad motherfucker. So you either get your lady back or, you know, attract somebody else, you know, and that's what people don't get, you know. We're doing that shit, and that shit has to stop, because it's like a fucking, what they say is like something that everybody does when you get heartbroken. What do? You know, you go drink your sorrow away, listen to the oldies and cry, and like if that person doesn't like you, it's not gonna fucking have no effect on that. She's gonna be like, the fuck, I don't even care. Go fucking kill yourself, you know. Serious.
It's all true though.
No? I mean, it's the hard truth, you know.
It's all true. While you're over here fucking, you know, listening to Ramon Ayala or Vicente drinking Espalon, she's over there mamando. So, you know what? It's better get your ass in the gym, you know.
Yeah, build yourself up instead of, you know.
So he taught me and I'll be real with you. So then I brought my son in, and by now I'm hitting an incline at least one plate, you know, and my son was very impressed. So my son thought he can do it. And my boy told him, no, take that off, T, put a dime on each side. And he got really embarrassed. And he told my son, and he grabbed him like this for the shirt. He goes, leave the ego at the door, man.
That's our problem, too.
Yes, especially us raza, bro.
Oh, big time. We have the biggest ego. And that's what's holding us back. That's what holds us back from a lot of shit, because, I don't need a coach. I don't need to. What is that guy talking about? I could do it. You can't do it because you still look like shit. So when are you going to realize? When are you going to put your ego and your pride aside? I was there, so I know. I have the biggest ego and pride. Nobody's going to tell me nothing. That's how I was, you know?
Yeah.
But look what it got me. I got injured, and I didn't fucking go nowhere but fucking gain 55 pounds of bad weight. I was feeling like shit till like you said, till I got sick of myself, and I actually fucking took advice, got a coach that I was, you know, now I'm teachable. Now I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me pump my brakes. I do not know shit. Show me. And that's when we start moving forward.
That's when we start, because how many guys do we know, and this is just not for us, but for everybody out there, that go to the fucking gym all the time and look like they don't work out?
Oh, yeah. I see them all the time, year after year.
Year after year, still looking like a fucking torta, you know, and you're like, you work out? You know, like, part of it is this, because their form is all wrong. You'll eventually get strong, but you'll look like you don't work out because your form is not there.
Oh, 100%.
You're not doing it right. And then it does you no good to go fucking work out, go to McDonald's, order two fucking quarter pounders with Big Mac sauce and a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I see that shit a lot.
You know, it doesn't do you no fucking good, you know? and then feel like, oh yeah, I hit 250 today.
And I was there. That's why I know these guys, and they can't lie to me. I was there. I used to fucking, go hit it hard. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna feed the beast. Go to In-N-Out and fucking. I'm like, that's the worst thing you could do is fucking have fat after you worked out. Why? Because you need carbs and protein, so it could fucking. Those are building blocks. You do not need fat.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a lot of things that I started learning. I even went deeper and started studying more. Once I, because it was always my passion, but I never took it serious towards the end. Like I said, when I was already like, oh man, fuck this, I can't be like this. I can't. That's not me,
Right.
You have a certain, us, and I know you too, you have a certain persona, a certain style that you have to keep up, and when you start letting yourself go like that, your conscience is like, fuck, this ain't you. You start feeling like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? I'm letting myself go. This ain't me,
Exactly.
Feel uncomfortable.
There's a big old event, I believe it's right here at the LA Convention Center. They do it, I think, every January. It's the health event where they give away proteins.
Fit Expo?
Fit Expo, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going there like 4 years in a row or whatnot. Of course, just to get all the free pre-workouts and
a lot of free shit, yeah.
Okay. And I was really big into the pre-workouts because I wanted to feel the tingles and shit.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I just kind of got off of that because I was depending too much on it.
Well, you get immune to it, then nothing happens.
Then you got to go higher and higher.
Yeah, and then sometimes, it just fucks you up. You're like, fuck this. You're like, I took it all the way to where like, fuck, man, I'll take it and go to sleep. It had that effect. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it was just too much,
I'll tell you one thing that did work for me, and it wasn't so much of a pre-workout, but I did feel a difference in my strength. I started taking like 1 scoop to the head for citrulline.
Oh yeah, citrulline malic. Yeah, well that's they put that on the pre-workout because that gives you a better pump.
Yes. So more
blood flow.
Yes. So I took that, and I felt it better. Just with some water or whatnot. Yeah. Then for like a whole year and a half, I was going to these expos, and I was just a fucking guinea pig when it came to protein, because this one tastes like peanut butter and this one tastes like chocolate, and I was going more for the flavor than the ingredients of what was really in there.
Yeah.
So my trainer says, there's a lady out here, she's a registered nurse, her name is Cindy, and she has the bomb protein. And I said, I already tried everything. Try this one. It was whey isolate protein, no additives, no preservatives. It had no flavor.
Boom, that's the best one.
So I took 2 scoops with just some water, pound that motherfucker, and I'm going to say this. After my workout, that was probably, and I still take it now, my best protein ever, bro.
Yep, that's the one I recommend.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this. I really felt within a matter of weeks, because I was never my whole life able to do pull-ups. And now I feel like a 28-year-old boy, bro. And
cranking them.
Yes, bro. And I felt a difference. Now somebody asked me, why do you take protein? And I said, look, imagine protein being food for your muscles.
Yep.
That's what it is. You got to feed your muscles, your body.
Yeah, that's what we're lacking on. It's us. We're just consuming too much carbs and fat, not enough protein. Every guy that I ask, hey, how much protein you take? Oh, I don't know. I just eat chicken here. I'm like, fuck, that's not even enough. I know, because I wasn't even when they told me, okay, there's the amount of protein that you have to consume, I'm like, fuck, I never had that much protein. I was like, fuck, was that the problem? I'm like, well, yeah, that's aminos that the body needs so you could grow, And
right.
We don't eat not even what we should be eating to build, not even to be sustained, to sustain the muscle, because as you get older, you start deteriorating instead of keeping the muscle that you have. If you don't work out, you're, like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. And like I said, and then you don't eat. And that's another problem, that in the morning when people wake up and they don't eat because they're not hungry, and then they go hours, well, your body's in catabolic state. Your body, you need to feed your body when you wake up. And that's one of the things that I was failing at, because I used to just wake up, have my coffee and donuts, go to fucking work. That was it. Where's the protein at? When you're asleep, your body's in catabolic state, searching for food. So, and what is it going to attack? The muscle. So what happens, not too dramatic where you're like, oh, fuck, I lost it all. But over time of doing it, instead of keeping it, you're losing it. And still you wake up and don't eat for like hours. That's the problem. When you wake up, boom, have your nice breakfast with the high protein and small carbs and fat, boom, and go about your day.
Now, how do you feel about this? Because I always told people, one thing about working out is this: water has to be your best friend. I was drinking maybe about a gallon of water. Now I went down to like a half a gallon of water every day. So that's pretty much. How big are you in intake as far as water?
Yeah, well, me, I always tell them, you know what, just stay hydrated. You know, obviously, don't let yourself. You know when you're dehydrated, you're gonna know. You're gonna feel fatigue. You know, there's signs. You know, obviously, you don't got to carry a fucking gallon all over. You know, that's a kind of like what I end up finding out. That's kind of like a little secret hack that these trainers use. So because it suppresses hunger. When you're just fucking drinking water, all you're worrying about fucking is going to the restroom and peeing instead of fucking putting some in your mouth that you shouldn't. You know, so that's why they say, yeah, you got to drink a gallon a day. But food has water when you eat. You know, whatever else you drink, that's water. So you're hydrated enough. You know, not for you to be forcing too much water because you could overhydrate as well, you know.
Okay, so somebody that just starts, like, I'll ask you a couple of questions before we take some phone calls, because I know some people will want to call in, possibly ask you about your fitness, meal preps, etc. As far as pre-workout, in the very beginning, do you recommend pre-workout for somebody that's barely starting to work out?
I do. You know, I recommend that. That's the only supplement that and protein. But protein, I don't even consider a supplement. That's like food to me, because you need a certain amount of protein intake a day. And a lot of people, they eat like birds. They can't even eat what I tell them. I'm like, what do you mean you cannot eat that? Like, what the fuck? Aren't you a man? Well, that's too much food. I'm like, well, fuck, we got to fucking feed you so you could fucking start fucking speeding up the metabolism. You know, they just don't know. They're just over their head. So I'm like, okay, if you cannot have another fucking chicken meal or a ground turkey, have a protein shake, you know? Could you do that? Just get your numbers, you know? And that's why I recommend protein shakes. And then, I mean, there's a lot of people that work, they're busy, and the last excuse that I want, I'm tired or I'm fatigued. Okay, you know, have you tried pre-workout or coffee? You know, that will, you know, get you going, you know, something that's going to stimulate you to fucking get that workout done. We need both. So I recommend that when they tell me, hey, what do you think about pre-workouts? I take them. So I tell them you could take them. Yeah,
when I was working and I was getting out, I'll go in at 3 o'clock in the morning and I was getting out at 11:30 in the afternoon. Ya andaba bien acabado. So I would fucking pop some pre-workout to the head. Motherfuckers, you know, get right up, get my workout, go home, take a shower, take my nap. Okay? Pero, now one thing as far as protein, would you recommend somebody that joins your fitness team to start taking protein immediately? Like as far as like, say somebody wants to skip a meal and says, you know what, I'd rather have a meal replacement protein. Do you recommend those?
No, you know, see, look at food, it's always going to be better. Okay. Why? Because the body metabolizes the food, so it breaks it down, so it burns more. As it digests, as it, you know, it works more. Obviously, a protein shake is going to be liquid, so it's already pre-digested. You know, so if we're trying to lose weight, wouldn't you want food so the body could work more? But like I said, a lot of people can't fucking have 5 meals because it's too much. So then that's when the protein shake comes in handy. It's convenient for you to have your protein, because you need that protein there. You know. Yeah.
How important is to an individual that's working out for cardio, and how often should they do cardio, by the week?
That's a good one, because a lot of people hit me with cardio, and I did a reel, and everybody's like, what do you mean cardio? I'm like, I don't have nothing against cardio. You know, cardio is good for a lot of health reasons, you know, for you to get your stamina, you know, your heart, bam. But when I talk about, you know, here, we don't do cardio. We don't start with cardio. Why? Like, if you were to come in and I do a background check of what you do, how's your lifestyle, you know? And if you tell me, you know what, I love running because I get my runner's high, puts me in the right state of mind. Okay, cool. Then keep doing it. Just, you know, try to scale back a little bit. I want you to focus on strength training, which is going to burn fat, build muscle, and hit your meals. But you're used to doing cardio, so that's your lifestyle. But these guys, they come in here, we're like, oh, I want to, you know, do cardio, I'm going to do workout, and, you know, they want to do everything in one shot. So what's going to happen? You're going to get burned out. So we got to take baby steps. You know, a lot of people want to come from 0 to 100, and they end up fucking quitting, burning out. And a lot of people, they're not even ready for cardio. They're too fat.
Very true. Very true. I had a guy there, and I'm not putting people down. I'm just making a point. Had a guy there. This guy, he's marrano, bro. Okay. And he goes, hey, fool, I'm trying to work out, fool. And I was like,
They think
Well,
cardio is our gateway.
Yeah, and I go, well, fool, eating 3 number ones from McDonald's a day is not going to help you. You know, this guy will literally number one, the Big Mac, number one, 3 of those. Okay.
Yeah, they're
And then I was like, you got to stop all that, bro. He goes, I don't know if I can. I don't know what you were asking me then. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's, I go, why don't you just come through, bro? And we'll do a light workout. That's what I said. I just want you to see what we do. And he was like, all right. He showed up. Le dio tanto vergüenza. Like, he got so embarrassed that everybody there looked in shape that he was like, maybe with like 15, 20 minutes, he was like, oh, bro, I'm out of here, bro. I feel all out of place. And then here's what he said. And most people say this. Let me lose weight first, and then I'll come work out.
Oh, fuck, man. I fucking get pissed when I hear that shit, you know? Serious, man. When they fucking tell me, hey, girl, fucking, so I'm going to start working out. What should I do? You know, I have like, 10 more pounds to lose. I already lost 30. I'm like, well, what the fuck? What do you mean? Like, you have to work out, as you're losing the weight, so the skin will start tightening up. A lot of people end up with a lot of loose skin, and they're like, what the fuck happened? I look like a melted candle. I don't like this look. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't work out. Like, fuck, you just lost the weight, and you lost it quick.
Yes.
The elasticity of the skin didn't get enough time to start tightening up, and then you didn't even work out. When you build muscle, you burn fat, the skin tightens up. You diet, you build muscle, the skin tightens up. That's how it works. It's not going to be like, and I heard that shit a lot, where like, where did you hear that first you lose the weight and then I'm going to work out? Who the fuck told you that?
I'm glad you broke that down, bro, because it's true. You said it. You look like a melted candle. Seriously, you look like a wet chicken, like,
And they're like, I don't like this look. I'm like, yeah, now we got to fucking start all over. Can you help me? I'm like, yeah, it's going to take more time now.
Yeah. How do you feel? And not to put anybody down when, to me, this is lazy.
But look at Tony, it's not putting nobody down. You're actually picking them up. That's where everybody gets it fucked up. When you're telling somebody, the harsh truth, you ain't putting them down. You're actually fucking telling, you're picking them up. You're telling them, hey, man, snap out of it, But us, people that get sensitive, they're like, oh, man, he's fat shaming, he's, if you're just talking shit without a fucking solution, then yeah, that's fucking, you're criticizing and being an asshole. But constructive criticism is telling you, hey, man, you're fucking fat. You're fucking up in this area. But look, let me show you how to fucking fix that problem.
Right.
So that's the difference. Where like, it's not about fucking making nobody feel bad, because that's where there's just too much softness going around that people can't even fucking tell this person what he needs to hear. You got to tell them what they want to hear, or you got to pamper them.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
Like my son, one day I get out of work and he catches the bus to the gym. I take my pre-workout and I said, let's go, mijo. So we go. And this was the first time that I ever hit 2 plates. Because I've only started working out 2017, okay? But I go, put 2 plates, mijo. And I go, so I need you to spot me, okay? And he goes, how many are you trying to do? I said, 5 to 6, okay? So I started hitting them. Only in the last one, he kind of held me a little bit.
Yeah, a little quick.
So then he looks at me and goes, Dad, how do you do it? He goes, I can't even hit a plate and a quarter yet. Mm-hmm. And I said, mijo, you have to have the want to. You have to have the want to. And then the next day we did back. We just did all back on that one on Tuesdays. And then I said, come on, mijo, let's go do some pull-ups. Let's see how much we got, Mm-hmm. And he did a couple of them, and then I did like 10, like we did 3 sets of 10 to end our workout. Yeah. And he was like, I don't have it. I said, mijo, you got to want it. So my message to the people that really want to eat healthy, really want to live a healthy life, want to look good. Look, let me tell you something. There's not a better feeling than you could take off your shirt at a beach or somewhere.
Fuck yeah.
And look like a
Peel that shirt off and fucking show the fucking product that you build,
Exactly.
That shit ain't bought. And that's what people that, I know what that took. Yeah. I know that sacrifice, that discipline, but people don't want to fucking do it, But they want to. People want to appear hard, but they don't want to do what's hard.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work, You want to look hard, but yet you don't want to do what's hard. So you want to just live soft, but look hard. So
It's like this one guy said, everybody wants to look buff, but nobody wants to lift heavy-ass weights.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, they just want to have their cake and eat it too. And that's what it doesn't happen. You have to feel uncomfortable. A lot of people are like, well, I'm feeling a little bit hungry. I'm like, you're not hungry. You don't know what hunger is. You're in America. What it is that you have fucking cravings and you're used to putting shit in your mouth. So just sack the fuck up and run it, you know?
Run it.
Go fucking drink water or eat a fucking pickle. That shit has 0 calories and it's gonna keep you fucking maintained. There's little hacks that you do, and I tell them, but nah, man. What do you mean you're hungry? Like, fuck, I eat less than you. I'm cutting right now. I'm eating less. What do you mean you're hungry? You're just used to just feeding yourself what you want. And now that we're getting to where it gets a little bit more discomfort and difficult, that's why a coach is needed, you know, to tell you to pump your brakes. Because if you don't have a coach, you're just going to talk yourself out of it. You're going to be
Every time.
Every time.
Fucking.
I already know.
You don't know how many times I pull up to the fucking gym and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this shit today. But every time you go in there and that adrenaline starts pumping, you get that nice fucking pump. Your arms feel nice and fucking tight. You look at yourself in the mirror and you say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, look to me, at least in my opinion, with the people that I work out with, we always say there's no such thing as a bad workout. You already outlapped everybody sitting on the fucking couch.
No, 100%. It's already, you know, it's a step, you know, forward towards your progress, towards your health. You know, you're taking steps, you know, but not showing up. Then it's like I said, people that you know, hop on my team, because I have you know, Zoom calls where I work on mindset, because a lot of this shit is mindset. You know, if you
talk a little bit about that, brother.
Yeah, so if you have a fucked up mindset, you know, you're just not gonna do it. You know, so we got to start there. You know, we got to start instilling that belief. You know, because a lot of people they're with disbelief. Oh, you know, they start fucking having all kinds of excuses. Oh, well, he's genetically fucking gifted. No, motherfucker, he's not genetically gifted. He puts the work in. You know, always, you know, okay. You know, attach it to a greater fucking purpose, you know? Do it for your kids, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, because a lot of times we're good liars, man. We're just going to talk ourselves out of fucking doing shit that we got to do. But if you fucking, you know, speak up and say, you know what, I'm going to do this, you know, write on a piece of paper, you know, son, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to be your superhero. I want you to look at me like a superhero, you know? And fucking uphold your word. That's what's fucking watered down nowadays, you know, their word. Everybody wants to talk, but they don't want to do the work. So, you know, it's just a lot of disbelief. And they're like, well, fuck, how do I create a belief? You know, well, fuck, you got to start doing something, you know? You got to start yeah, you got to start doing something and actually pulling it off, you know, upholding your word. Every time that you go to bed, you're going to be, you know, with that, yeah, man, I did it today. You know what? I thought it was not possible. That's how you start building confidence. That's how you start building momentum. That's how you start building that warrior mindset. But nah, man, you know, I go hard on them because, you know, that's what we need here. You know, we need somebody to fucking really put it down and tell you, hey, you know what? This is the way that it's got to be. You know, you've been pampered all your life. You've been having it, you know, how you want it all your life. Like, you're not going to change like that. People are like, well, I'm not going to start till the perfect day. Well, motherfuckers, there is no perfect day.
There'll never come a perfect day.
The way that you're going to make your life better is by fucking putting in the work, and your life gets better. Not you're going to get a better life, then I'm going to start putting in the work. See how everything is twisted here. Society has us all fooled and has us fucked up in that mindset of like, you know what, you're meant to retire, kick your feet up, you know, have some, you know, drinks and just fucking be a fucking glutton and don't do nothing. Like, don't even want no more for yourself, you know? That's it.
I'm going to say something that whenever I would post a picture of me working out, doing, you know, pull-ups or something, I'd always get this bullshit ass fucking quote, okay? And I'm going to quote it for you lames. You guys said, if you eat right, if you work out, if you do cardio, if you live a healthy life, you're still going to die. Of course you're going to fucking die one day. But let me say one thing. I'm not trying to speed up the motherfucking process. How many motherfuckers died at the age of 40 of diabetes?
Oh, man, that shit's running rampant right now, man. I can't fucking believe it. I talked to a lot of people who are like, fuck, well, you got yourself there.
You got yourself there.
Yeah, that's by the way we eat. I mean, and a lot of it is reversible once you start fucking taking care of yourself and having respect for life. A lot of shit is reversible. I get a lot of fucking my clients' testimonials. They're like, fuck, Guerrero, fucking my cholesterol's back to normal, my sugar levels, my fucking, you know, I don't have to take the metformin for my diabetes. The doctor said, fuck, man, keep doing what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, I know what you're feeling because I know all that shit that you caused by the way that your lifestyle was, you know, it could be fixed once you decide to fucking make that choice on fucking taking care of yourself.
I want to say in my mid-40s when, my mid-40s, when I went to go see my doctor, when they had a physical, and she walks into the room and she looks pissed. You know, era una mexicana. Yeah. She looks pissed. She goes, Antonio, I'm going to ask you a question. He goes, and don't lie to me. And I was like, okay. Like, she never talked to me like that before.
Straight up, huh?
She goes, how long do you want to live? And she got serious for me, and I was like, why? He goes, at any moment you could suffer a heart attack, and it's all because of you. And I was like, holy shit. He goes, this is your sugar, this is your cholesterol. And I was like, holy shit. He goes, she said, a heart attack is knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Now, say that I would have believed that quote, well, we're all going to die anyways.
Yeah. Hey, those people are the ones that fucking wish for fucking revelations to come so they could have that excuse. See, that's why I didn't do nothing for my life for 10 years, because I knew this was going to happen. You stupid, lazy fuck. Of course, fucking, so you wasted all that time, because you were waiting for the fucking end of the world to happen, It's fucking stupid, man. It's just.
No, I had one guy, he used something like that. He goes, well, what good is it if we're living in the last days?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are the people that pray for that to come so they could say, see, I told you so, Tony. That's why I didn't fucking work out. That's why I didn't eat healthy. That's why I didn't do nothing with my life. I was just a fucking nobody. Yeah, 20 years later. Like 20K.
Yeah.
Fucking 2012 or 1999.
Yeah. When the Mayan calendar's about to end, why work out?
Yeah. Why fuck it. Everybody.
Let's go. Okay. Now here's another thing. Say, and I'm just gonna say it this way. Say you're right now home, eating some Takis and drinking some Modelos, okay? You got your feet kicked up, just got off of work, and you want to work out. You got a big ass fucking panza. Don't look at yourself and say, I can't do it. I can't do it. Don't do that. Honestly, don't do that. Because let me tell you something. Say you're married, say you got a girl, you're living with her. Make her proud.
Yeah.
Make her proud. Quick story, bro. And this is for all you panzones out there. And this is not to diss anybody, but I'm just being straight up. Okay. I had a homie, chubby dude, okay? Known him for the longest time. He's got a daughter. The daughter has a boyfriend, okay? The boyfriend kind of works out, but the daughter's boyfriend is always beating her up, okay? The daughter calls the dad one day. Here comes this fat chancludo.
I know where you're getting.
Okay?
Yeah.
He goes over there. Hey, don't you ever touch my fucking daughter. That son-in-law. Ping, 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 ping. Mopped his ass up.
Yeah.
Okay? And then I told him like this. Look, I'm going to be real with you, bro. How did that make you feel? He goes, like shit. I had to go get one of the homies. No. It's not about go getting the other homies, bro.
Yeah.
That's your daughter.
Yeah.
I said, look, bro. I got daughters and I got sons. Damn if I'm ever going to allow them to see me get my ass beat like that, bro.
Oh, man, yeah. That's fuck, man. You hit it right in the nail on the head, man. That shit's fucking, like I said, and that's one of the times that, that's one of the things that I hit a lot of people with, like, fuck. You work out for, like, you never know what situation you're going to be put in. A lot of people, that's what they say. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. A lot of people, I guarantee you, they ain't ready to fucking, go and guantear out in the streets and shit. They'll fucking, if I, I had this other guy too, same thing. Fuck, man, if I can't fucking knock him out in one punch, I'm done. I'm like, well, yeah, look at you. Fuck, you could fucking barely breathe to even us fucking coming into fucking battle.
About 3 years ago.
Pick that shit up, you know?
About 3 years ago, me and my boys were, when I say my boys, it was me and my son and a guest. We went to a bar, okay? And I'm not a big cantinero type of guy. I'm not. But this was like a sports bar. We went to watch a football game or whatever. So we were drinking. This one dude, kind of like stocky dude. And I had a W hat. I don't gangbang, but this was my neighborhood. This is where I live.
Yeah.
So he just kept looking at me, and I just say, hey, man, are we good? And like that. And he goes, oh, you're from Wilmington? And I said, well, that's where I live. That's what I told him. That's where I live. And I was like, oh, this is so-and-so. And I was like, okay, cool, man. He goes, you got any beef? And I just said, bro, I'm just trying to enjoy these fucking hot wings and this fucking Modelo, homie. My Cowboys are playing like that. And he goes, all right. He got fucking drunk. Then he comes right next to me. And he's looking at me. So he wanted some pedo. So I said, look, bro, I'll tell you what. Why don't me and you go outside and we talk about it, homie? I said, but I'm going to tell you what. You got about 3 good punches in you. Okay, about 3. Go ahead and get your 3, because after that, I'm going to sock in your motherfucking gut. You're going to throw up all that menudo you had earlier. Okay? I'm just letting you know. So think twice, bro. Now, not that I'm this, Bruce Lee type of guy, but I know I'm a lot more fit than this guy was. A lot of these guys probably have about 3 good punches, bro.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Absolutely. Fuck, man. I've seen that shit so many times, man. That's why it's like, man, we got to fucking snap out of it. You know, we got to be there for our people, you know, our loved ones, you know, be that superhero, be that protector.
For our children.
Yeah,
yes.
a lot of people. And then not only that, like the fucking cycle continues. The way that you're fucking
Yes.
living, they're going to do the same thing. I already know, you know, I see it all the time. Fuck, look at fucking Junior. Fuck, same fucking, almost the same weight as the Pops, you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And then not only that, you know, it's like the example that you're putting for your, you know, your boys, you know, man, you know, it's like, are you teaching them to be soft? You know, this world is fucking full of fucking savages motherfuckers out there, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, your kids get out there, you know, they better fucking know something. That's why, you know, I try to keep my boys on top shape and just to learn some kind of skill because,
Right.
And then people right away, you know, sometimes I get in the comment like, oh yeah, well fucking, you know, I'll blast this and that. Man, you ain't gonna fucking blast. Now, say you fucking do, and you end up in the joint, you ain't gonna have a gun there. You're gonna get your ass whooped in there left and right, you know? The
Exactly.
fuck, you know, right away they want to fucking, you know, do the easiest shit. Everybody wants to do what's easiest, you know?
Yes, exactly. So, you know what? But let me ask you this. I mean, say you go to a swap meet, you go to a mall, you go to a nightclub, you go even to a football game. One thing that I started doing with my son and why I told him living a healthy life is so important, I told him like this, mijo, everywhere we go, count how many physically fit men we see. It is very fucking rare.
Especially raza, man, I would say.
Yes, very fucking rare. As a matter of fact, United States is the most obese country in the world. Okay.
No, that's what they say. You know, that's true. You know.
You know.
Fuck, I went to a Dodger game. Same shit. I'm looking around. You know, everybody's like, "What the fuck, man? We're just letting ourselves go. We're fucking eating ourselves to death." You know, pretty much. And
let's be honest. On the good side of that, when you live a healthy life, you wear a nice shirt. You know, shows off your curves, if you will.
Product.
What you work for, you stand out, man.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's one good thing to share with the people. Like, well, what's the benefit? Number one, to feel good about yourself. Okay, to be able to take off your fucking shirt and show what you worked for. Okay, but at the same time, you're a different individual because now people are like, wow, look at that guy. He's
be a fucking what they say, a pattern disruption. You know, walk in a room and you're like, oh fuck, who is that? Or walk in a room and like, oh fuck, this fucking clown. You know? Yeah, you know? Nah, I'm gonna be that motherfucker that if I walk in a room, they're gonna say, who the fuck is he? You know? That's how we should be. You know, a lot of people, that's where the confidence comes. They're like, a lot of people are lacking on confidence. Why? Because fuck, you don't even take care of yourself. That's where it all starts. You know, they're saying that, oh, I'm a sacrifice and I work for my kids and I'm sacrificing for my kids, so there's no time for me. No, there is time. You could make time. Because what you're doing is when you get sick, instead of being an asset, now you're a liability. Now they're fucking spoon feeding you because you're sick, you got a stroke, you got a fucking heart attack, and now you're a vegetable. And now look what happened. Your sacrifice and everything that you did for them, because you left your health unattended, because you didn't know how to fucking put it in or fit it in your schedule, because that was the hardest thing to do, that you rather kick your feet up and watch the fucking game instead of fucking, okay, watch your game. Break time, hit some fucking push-ups, you know? Don't eat like a fucking pig, you know? That's why I tell my kids, because my kids love watching football sports, you know? But every commercial, hey, hit the floor, man, you know, move, you know? I can't, you know, I can't be like that, you know? I just can't sit there and watch a game and do nothing. Just, I got to be moving. I'm the person that want to be in the game, you know. So that's just me.
All my children, thank God, are physically fit. They all work out, and they all watch what they eat. They all watch their intake, but it had to start with me.
Exactly, lead by example.
You know, I've had friends late 30s, early 40s, and even early 50s that have died of diabetes, bro. Suffering, left their wife and left their kids.
Yeah,
you know. And now I'm thinking to myself, the wife never worked. He was the one. So now their whole life done changed now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they were sacrificing for their loved ones. You know, they were saying that they were so overwhelmed with work to bring you know, the money, to bring the fucking bacon to the pad, that they didn't have time for themselves. But look at what happened. You know, your health catch up to you, and then now they're even worse.
Yes.
You know. So was that a good idea, or that's the way, you know, the way that you you were thinking. And everybody always does shit when it benefits them. They always say shit that benefits them. Why can't you, oh, well, I work so much? Excuses, like whatever benefits them, it's always going to be their best excuse, their best gateway.
Yes.
Instead of flipping it and knowing that there's a motherfucker out there with more on his plate,
yes,
pulling it off, and
yes,
making it happen, So why don't you fucking flip your mindset and say, man, how much more could I fucking handle? How much more could I put on my plate? Our mindset is so fucking weak and fucked up that we have to know how to fucking, always look at the situation of how we could become more and how could we be better, not like, oh, fuck, what's the least I could do? Everybody wants to, what's the least I could do?
Yeah, it was funny. One of my second to the oldest brother, my brother John, he was the guy who was big. He's got bench records at Carson High School. And it's funny because this guy used to walk around, he fucking looked like he had pigs on his arms, fucking big ass fucking arms.
Swole.
Yes. And one day he tried, I was a teenager and I never forgot this. He was like, come on, lift with me. Look at your body. Look how tall you are. I wish I had your height.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, I didn't, at that time, I didn't have the want to. No tenía ganas.
Yeah, you weren't interested in it.
I wasn't interested in it. I just said, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. Plus, I don't think this is for me. And I kept talking myself.
Yeah, you talked yourself out of it. Yeah.
And he said, you gave me 10 reasons why you can't do it. Give me one why you can.
Yeah.
And he would always say this, why not you? Why not you? And I remember 2017, right before I started working out, I'm in Sears. JCPenney's, and I was buying my white tees at the time and some calzones.
Stanford.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I walked by this I guess this little sign has this white boy and some butt huggers, and he had a 6-pack. Later on, I found out that all that shit was airbrushed and a bunch of shade, so it makes him look bigger. And I remember I looked at that and I said to myself, why not me? Why not me? And that's really in 2017 where it all started for me. And for me, it never stopped. But you know what? I'm proud of where I'm at. I know I can get a little bit better because for a while, believe it or not, I was eating about 90% healthy. Now I'll probably say maybe about 70. But I wanted to ask you, because I would like to believe, do you have cheat days? I used to allow myself one cheat day a week.
Yeah, I don't. I've been strict on it, big dog. And not that people don't have them,
right,
but I'm leading by example, so
right,
I uphold my word, because when I tell my clients don't have one, because the first thing they ask me, well, when's my cheat day? Motherfucker, you haven't even earned it yet. You just started. What do you mean, when's my cheat? There is no cheat days.
You're right. You're right.
So that's just me, Could
right,
you have one? Yes. My son, he's fucking diced the fuck up, 6-pack out. He eats fucking here and there. And I mean, the thing is that I just want to fucking do what's hardest, and I want to fucking show them that it's possible. And I don't, like they say, if I slip, they're going to fall, So
yeah,
I'm leading the way, I'm going to do more because I want more for you,
Yeah.
That's just me. But like I said, that is, something that people use for, just mental, to get you out of that fucking, I've been in this diet and a little break of more of a, you're easing off of the soul structure meals that you were eating and after you get the results. Once we get your body in control, then of course you could have those meals that you thought they were, once in a while. But once we get your body under control, people think that they're going to come in here and, hey, big dog, no more tacos or tortillas. I'm like, no, motherfucker, that you're eating too much tacos and too much tortilla. It's about portion controls. I'm not taking nothing away. It's about knowing how much to eat of it.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, okay. I go, you could have your tacos, but then the other meals are going to have to fucking be low fat, low carbs. It's just about knowing how to structure them throughout the day. I go have steak dinners with my wife to Fleming Steak, any steakhouse, but I structure my meals throughout the day because I know the steak has a lot of fat.
Right. Right.
And then I just get a fucking plain baked potato, I don't have to have cheese or fucking sour cream or loaded potato, just fucking plain. And enjoy the time,
Yeah, when I started doing, the calisthenics at home again before I joined the gym, I did that for about 3 months, and I lost all of that, and then that's when he said you need to start building. Okay, mm-hmm. I like the fact that you said, "What do you mean a fucking cheat day? You haven't even earned it." Okay, I got all that unnecessary fat. Now it was time for me to build muscle. But I was working out though. I just wasn't on a so-called diet. And I don't ever call it a diet. I call it a lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell fucking came out with diet, because everybody that hears the word diet, they cringe and they're like, oh shit, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a lifestyle. It's a healthy lifestyle. You know.
Yeah.
People fucking demonize that fucking, or they hear fucking diet, they're like, oh, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, they think raw carrots and broccoli.
Yeah.
You know.
Chicken and rice and broccoli.
Yeah. So what happened was, I worked out for about 3 months by myself here. And then when I joined the gym after about a month of working out, so altogether about 4 months, that's when I said, I'm going to have a cheat day.
You earned it.
Okay. Now here's what I did. But I kind of like grossed me out. I went to fucking Denny's. I ordered some boneless buffalo hot wings, some fucking nachos with jalapenos. I ordered some pancakes and some hot links. I'm not lying to you. I just me quería atacar, you know.
Yeah.
As I'm eating like, you know, and then I just felt like this, like,
yeah.
I honestly felt like I had lost everything. Now it was a mental thing.
Yeah, it's mental. It is.
Yeah.
It is. A lot of people that do that, where I usually have them refeed day where they eat a little bit more. They're like, fuck, did I gain? Nah, it's just all mental, man. You know, actually that helped your body, you know, to recuperate, you know, to get everything back on check.
Yeah.
It's just, you've been so strict and so clean that shit's gonna fuck with you. So it is a mental game, you know. It is now. You're just beating yourself up now. I'm like, hey man, just don't worry about, you didn't fucking gain fat. That shit takes a long time to get fat if you keep eating like that days after days after days. It's not gonna happen over one day of just fucking off your day, you know, after you earned, you know, your results.
Yeah, so after that, I was just like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do another cheat day because of what it did mentally, you know, but for me, I felt like I had earned it. Now, say that you're a guy that you're going to join the gym tomorrow or, you know, the next day or whatnot. You're cheating yourself if you tell your wife, baby, I did it. And then when she's gone, una pinche torta de carne asada, you know, con todo, you know what I'm saying? You're cheating your fucking self.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Even clients that try to, hey, I didn't lose this week, Guerrero, because weigh-ins are every Friday. I'm like, okay, I go dig deeper till I fucking get it out of them. I'm like, you could have told me you fucking snacked, you know, because that's the problem. Oh, yeah, I just didn't put it on the app. I'm like, well, that's the problem, you know? But you're not fucking, you ain't fucking cheating me. You're cheating yourself, you know?
Yes.
You're the one that's not going to get the results because we found the problem, you know? But next time, be honest, you know? Hold yourself accountable on shit that you're doing wrong, you know? Because that's the thing with men, you know? They want these trophy wives, but then they don't want to be a fucking trophy for their fucking wife. You know? Don't you think that they want a fucking model? Everybody wants these girls that, oh, yeah, Bombay, this and that, but then you're like, well, what about you? You know, you don't think she wants to fucking show you off?
Yeah, like, I want to, you know, by the world standards of fine, I want a Kim Kardashian, but you're over here looking like fucking Ron Jeremy.
Yeah,
you
these
know?
motherfucking guys don't get it, and they're the ones that get heartbroken after they get sick and tired of their shit.
Yeah,
you know?
She told me she loved my belly, but when she got mad, she called me you fat fuck. You know. Anyways, here's what we're gonna do. Your meal preps, because I see you were holding some meal preps. Now, are you doing it independently? Are you sponsored by somebody?
I'm sponsored. I got reached out by my boy, Chris Cavallini from Nutrition Solution, badass big dog out of Miami.
Okay.
He loved what I was doing, and he's like, hey, big dog, fucking, you know, I got some meals, I would like to send you meals, you know, and it's, you know, this is what you get when you're out there, you know, helping people, motivating people. That just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, what? I was tripping out, like, is this for reals? And they're like, yeah, man. So I get free meals every week, and then I gotta, and I go, what do I gotta do? And he's like, oh, just put them, just show them, you know, like, kind of like, you know, show our meals and that you're eating them. And I'm like, they're all structured, macro structure, so you could eat them. And I'm like, what he told me that I had to do, I was like, fuck, that's it? I'm like, fuck, I do way more than that, you know? See how the mind works once you're fucking ready? Like, shit lands on your lap. There's people that, they call it luck. Nah, it's fucking preparation, meaning opportunity. When he told me what I had to do, I'm like, fuck, man, I'll do way more than that, you know? I'll fucking throw them here, put them here. Like, there was so little needed from me that I was like, man, I'm just fucking happy that, you know, you came to me, reached out, and you know, came at me in that manner that, you know, you like my content and I'm doing good, you know, and thank you, you know. But
do you ever get anybody that shows up and like, hey, you know, can you give me some steroids?
Oh no. That no, I haven't got none of that. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No comments like that. Not because I mean, a lot of them have common sense. You know, it's not like all my transformations, if you see them, we're actually losing weight. We're not gaining weight and looking fucking buff. We lost the weight and, you know, we got the shape that we got. A lot of people, they had to lose 40 pounds and boom, that's the outcome that you get. You know, you're 40 pounds lighter. Do you want to be 140? No, but now we got to build from there. A lot of people, that's a hard pill to swallow. We're like, well, I don't want to look that small. I'm like, well, you're that small, okay? It's not that you're losing muscle. You're that small. That's all the muscle that you have. You know, when people start losing weight, they start, you know, getting scared, you know, like, oh, fuck, I never been this. I feel small. I'm like, well, you are small.
Yeah.
That's just it, you know?
Yeah.
Our reality. But, no, they never, you know, they never really came at me like that.
There was a guy at the gym that, like, blew up, like, it almost seemed like fucking overnight.
Oh, yeah, it'll be obvious, yeah.
Very obvious, you know. And there's a lot of signs to guys that take that shit, but you know that's a different story. But I've had guys that have told me, you know what I'm gonna call it. Hey, do you think I look buffer if I take steroids? And I'm like, bro, from what I've heard, from what little I know of that, you're gonna have to keep taking them.
No, and not only that. Check this out. That ain't nothing magical, and it's nothing that you're gonna be like the Incredible Hulk overnight. These motherfuckers that take that, the ones that are they're still eating their meals accordingly. They're still following a program. You know, the ones that you see all deformed and all fucking big fucking shoulders and all fucking little fucking arms, like just like what the fuck?
Right.
They're not doing it right. They think that was the magic pill, but it's not. If you're not disciplined, you're gonna look like shit. If you're not fucking consistency, you're not gonna fucking grow all evenly proportioned. You know, you're gonna be one muscle's more than the other. You know, it's just you start looking weird. You know, you see those people. That's why when I seen that, I was like, well, fuck, man, I ain't gonna fucking get into that. If I'm gonna be like that, I look way better than a lot of them, you know?
Very true.
So you could tell the ones that are really into it, you still have to be disciplined. You still have to fucking have your meal structured correctly. You cannot just eat what you want just because you're shooting something, you know, some kind of chemical in your body, and all of a sudden you're gonna fucking blow up.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if people wanted to join your fitness group, if I'm correct, it's called Guerrero Fitness?
Yeah, Guerrero Fitness.
Okay, and is it more than one trainer or is it just you?
They just deal with me. That's it. I talk to,
So
I'm doing this all day long.
Okay, so now your IG is up on the screen. Mm-hmm. Your IG is on the description where people could just DM you, get a hold of you.
Or hit my link.
Okay, hit the link. Alex, let's go ahead and put the number up. Let me go ahead and tap in over here. Let me know when I'm up there. The roadcast. We're going to take a couple of phone calls. And anybody that wants to call pertaining to fitness, pertaining to eating, pertaining to working out, pertaining to, mindset, call in. You know, even if, look, it's a start. Just don't say, well, you know what, I don't think I can work out. You're already talking yourself out of it.
Yeah. I get people like that where, well, you think I could do it? Well, fuck, not with that fucking attitude and the way you're telling me already. Like, what do you mean if I think? Of course you could. Like, why are my transformations so special? So now you're putting us in a pedestal and you're putting yourself down here.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you're doing. But
yes.
What do you mean, do I think? Of course.
Can you imagine? Okay, let's take this. Let's take this call.
I'll put this on?
Yeah, you can put these on now. Okay. All right, here we go.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hello,
what's up,
caller?
Guerrero?
Yes.
Oh.
Where you calling from,
hey,
caller?
what's up, Tony? Hey, what's up, Guerrero? Hey, I just had a couple of things to say. I just wanted to say to Tony, hey, gracias for taking my advice on Guerrero. He's a solid dude right there.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
And I also wanted to ask Guerrero a question, or just something I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, Guerrero, after watching this podcast.
Did his phone hang up? Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, well, man, that's messed up. He didn't even get the chance to finish up his call. Okay. Let me see. Are you still there, bro? Yeah, I guess. Or it sounded like his phone went dead or something.
Yeah, something.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's go. I think this is him again. Yo.
Hello? Oh, you cut off.
Okay.
Oh, Guerrero, you there?
Yeah, go for it. Shoot it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So after watching your podcast, I pretty much said to myself, the macros that you provide to me, I could either put in the work and get the results I want, or let it die in vain and just screw up. But now I pretty much said to myself, like, you know what, I'm just gonna put in the work, even when I contacted you on your Instagram, just something that I wanted to say.
100%, big dog. Like I said, before, once the shroud's been lifted, once you know that was the best feeling that you ever felt, once you fucking quit and go back, you are gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna fucking regret it. So sack up and run that shit in. That's all I gotta say, big dog. You have the blueprint. There is no fucking reverse. We gotta keep pushing forward.
Let's go. Thank you,
Right.
caller.
And also, all right. Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, brother. I try to keep the calls to a minimum because there's a lot of people that call when they're on. So
yeah, we'll shoot it quick. Boom.
Yeah, absolutely. So callers, if you want, if you're gonna call for Guerrero, once again, Guerrero Fitness, get to your question, por favor. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Chazzy from Houston, Texas.
What's up, Chazzy?
Hey, how you doing? Okay, so I have just one question. I'll keep it really short. Yes, do you at all train females?
100%.
Or do you only train males?
No, 100%.
Okay.
If you check my IG, I have a few females. They don't really share their transformation. They're shy, and I don't really bug them. But I have a few of them on there. If you go on my IG, you'll be able to see a few of them in there that I have. But yeah, absolutely, couples and females as well. Yep.
Awesome.
Okay, now with you training females, is there a way for a female to get into shape but still maintain her feminine softness, still maintain healthy curves, not Kim Kardashian exaggerated curves,
No,
but just healthy curves?
Absolutely, that's a good question because that's the first thing that the females ask me. Oh, I don't want to lose the glute, my thighs, so they start being picky. And absolutely,
Right.
there is no spot reduction. We're gonna lose the fat from all the areas, but this is what we got to do. We have to strength train. So if you want bigger glutes, if you want bigger thighs, we got to work them out. Like that, you build muscle. So it'll turn into it's like toning the body up. It's not, you're not going to lose it if you're working on it. If you were just to lose weight, of course, yeah. But that's why we strength train, so you could enhance that area that you want. You got to work at it.
Yeah.
But it's very possible.
No problem.
Yep. Very possible. I done it.
All good, Shazzy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good question. Thank you.
Okay. Let's keep it pushing. One thing that I do. Okay, let's got another call. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Tony? Hey, Joe. Calling from the Imperial Valley. My name is Rafael.
What's up,
Hey,
brother?
I just want to say thank you for talking about this subject. Especially coming from a Latino family. Diabetes runs in my family, especially in heart disease. But good thing that I got a good workout routine going on for me. And currently, I'd be taking protein and BCAAs. And just last week, I took some creatine. And I was going to ask you, Joe, what are your thoughts on creatine? When I took it, that first day, I got a bloated stomach. I had a bad stomach ache, so I stopped taking it. I don't know if you take it or if you took it before, but I just want to hear your thoughts.
I don't take it, but creatine has been one of the most researched supplements in the fitness industry, and it's good for a lot of reasons. It's not gonna be magical and turn you into a fucking Hulk. It'll fucking boost your strength a little bit, not that much, but it helps with a lot of inflammation, a lot of good benefits, but nothing dramatic. But you got to make sure that you take the right dosage, and 5 grams is what you do before you work out. And like I said, from what I know is that people could take it all the time. It's not that harmful. It's not harmful at all, and that's why it's so cheap.
I got you. I appreciate that, Joe. All right, thanks, Tony.
You got it, my brother. Thank you. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Okay. Let's go, callers. Okay. Anyways, one thing that I do see a lot in women, a lot at the gym, is that they're always working out on legs. Okay, hold on one second. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony and Guerrero? This is Nelson from Fontana.
What's up, my brother? You got a question?
What? Oh yeah, no. I just want to make a public service announcement to all my fat boys. This is the biggest motivation you can have to losing weight. So for every 30 inches, for every 30 pounds you lose, you gain an inch on your cock.
All
and
right.
That's a fact. I heard that on Dr. Oz, and Dr. Oz proved it's a fact. That's why when I was in high school, I was packing, my boy. I was packing a lot. You know, when you get a little older, you kind of gain weight and you lose a little bit. But I know in high school I was going hard. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Okay, let me say something to that. Okay, bro, don't hang up.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody asked me a question about working out when it pertained to that, and it's one guy. I don't know why he noticed, but he was one of the guys that take showers at the gym. And there's a lot of fat guys that go to the gym. And he said, why are all these fat guys got small pitos? And I was just like, I don't fucking know. But he goes, they all fucking look like a button on an Xbox controller. He goes, what's motherfucker look like he had a clit? And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know, bro. But you know what? A lot of people do talk about that.
He got 2 belly buttons.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So, but a lot of people do say that. How true that is, I've never suffered from that, thank God. But you know what? A lot of people do say that. Que los gordos tienen el pito chiquito.
Nah, yeah. Thank God I never suffered from that either. I know. In high school, I was good, maybe like 120, 125. I'm about 150, 155 right now. So I mean, yeah, man. In high school, man, I was going hard, man. So
all good,
just a little motivation.
Stay on it, big dog.
Stay on it, brother. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So if you're big and fat and you want a bigger cock, lose weight. That's the message right there. Okay. Oh, shit. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, what's cracking, Tony? It's Dickie from Long Beach.
What's up, my brother? How you doing? You have a question?
Good. Yeah. Oh, so Guerrero, I got a pregunta for you, man. So check it out. I'm 6'3". I weigh 300 pounds, and I'm 38 years old.
Yeah.
To lose weight first, then hit weights, or just start hitting weights?
Fuck no, you gotta do them both, big dog. We don't want no loose skin, so you have to attack the root of the problem first, which is nutrition. Make sure you're eating the right amount of protein, fats, and carbs, and you gotta strength train. You gotta build that muscle. You gotta build that body. You don't want to look fucking just saggy, and that's gonna be a lot more work to do if you end up thinking in that manner. You have to work out and lose weight at the same time, so you could tighten up the skin. Look at my transformation. I got one of the big dogs, Big John. He came at me at 315 pounds. Now he's 208 on a sick one. Big dog. Yep, he's huge. Yep, but we did it right. It took fucking 60 months, but you can't rush the process, big dog. You got to stick to it. There is no fucking tapping out. It's going to get a little bit, difficult, but it's possible, very possible.
I'll tell you what, once
you're
start,
young.
Yes, once you start seeing the results, bro, it becomes addicting, bro. It's a rush within its own. Mm-hmm. It truly, truly is. I put up a post one time, and I work out to look good naked.
Yeah, but that's why you got to know what you're doing, Tony, because that's what's going to keep you going. People that don't know what they're doing, that's why they lose that motivation, because they don't see results. If anybody gets into a nutrition plan or a workout regimen, if you don't see results quick, you're gonna fucking quit. People want to see results. You have to see results so you could stay in the game. If not, you're gonna just fucking throw the towel in, and that's because a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yes. Great question though, bro.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Order pues. Hey, you fellas have a good night.
You too, brother. Okay, you guys know where you guys can reach him. Once again, his Instagram is up on the screen, and also up on the description where you can just click on it and it'll take you right there. Okay, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? This is Mega Man. What's up, man?
What's up, Mega Man? You got a question?
Yeah, I got a question for him. So pretty much, I've been watching this episode. So do you have any pointers? Because I work overnight, and I try to work out much as I can, but the sleeping, the working overnight from like 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., I'm trying to get my regimen down. Do you have any like suggestions or anything of people who work graveyard and trying to get their body in shape? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, you're just in a different time zone, big dog. You know, you're still gonna have to eat. You wake up when we're eating dinner. You know, you're gonna have to eat your breakfast and then 5 meals after that. You know, every 2 to 4 hours, you gotta stay. Feeding your body protein throughout the day and hit your workouts. That's what's gonna do it. You know, you're just in a different time zone. I had all those times. You know, Tony knows as Ralph's truck driver. We're military time.
Yeah,
we're fucking around the clock. I had a fucking stupid schedule, and I just had to adapt. It's just, you know, you just gotta make sure that you fucking schedule your meals and always be ready. Because if you're just being thrown around and if you're not ready, you're just gonna make bad choices. So it's about planning better. But the only thing is that you're still gonna wake up. You're still gonna go to bed. Once you wake up, feed your body, hit your workouts, go to sleep.
You can always look.
I got half of that done.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go for Tony.
No. Look, and I'm not just saying this to you. I'm saying this to everybody. Some people say I don't have the time. You have to make the time. You know, if you really want this, you have to make the time. And believe me, I get out of work sometimes working 10 hours. I fucking wanted to go to sleep, but I took a nice little scoop of some pre-workout and I got that shit in. And believe me, you always feel better. You always feel better after your workout.
Fuck yeah.
Guaranteed, bro.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna take this advice. Hey, I like this episode. I got a notepad down. I wrote some pointers and stuff. Keep on doing the God's work, and hey, thank you so much. Keep on doing what you guys are doing. I'm out.
Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Let's go, guys. We have a little bit more time for a couple of phone calls. Okay, caller, your name, and where you calling from?
Last name Contreras, first name Box. What's up, brother?
What's up, Box? How you doing, man?
Good. You know what? I got into a little trouble, but we'll talk about that off air. It's all right. It's cool.
You got a question?
What I wanted to call, yes, I do. To our guest, from Baldwin Park. You know, I'm from the SUV. We're neighbors. We're vecinos. My question I was gonna ask was, how is it how do you feel about like the Subway, like eating Subway, and is that considered healthy enough to work out? And because I've been trying to do that, and I've lost quite a few pounds off Subway. How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, so did Jared from Subway. You know, the thing about it is that you're going to lose a certain amount, and sometimes your body plateaus. And the thing is that you have to eat a certain amount of protein, carbs, and fat. It's not going to be what people think, because a lot of people that hop on my program, I send them a list of foods that I suggest, and they're like, fuck, I eat everything on the list, Guerrero, but I don't see nothing. My body's stuck already. And I'm like, okay, what's your structure? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I just eat. Well, that's the problem. You can't just assume that you're going to eat chicken and rice or go to Subway. Yeah, you're going to, reach to a certain point, but it's not going to get you to the results that you want. You have to have a structured plan.
Yeah, and always, as a matter of fact, let me just say this really quick, bro. It has to be a lifestyle. Do not look at it, I'm going to start this diet here and end in December. Don't look at it like that. So go ahead, brother.
And what I was going to say, too, is like when I was in the hospital, I was bedridden for a year. Everybody knows that. I won't say it on air. When they were telling me how they break down certain foods, like white rice and tortillas, and how you would go, it would break down into basically sugar. And so when I was doing the Subway thing, I was always like, damn, like, okay. So I was doing the lettuce wrap. And you see the difference in that. I'm not no expert in all that, but I did see the difference in that as amongst like with like bread. And so basically for everyone that's trying to lose weight, and I'm one of them, definitely, you got to really get into what you're eating, and in that notion, what I'm trying to say is, what is the best way to lose weight on certain foods? You don't mind me asking.
Well, like people ask me, what's the best diet? The one that you're going to follow. What's the best workout? The one that you're going to do. Obviously, people demonize. They demonize fucking carbs, and the carbs ain't the problem. The problem is that we consume so much of it. So the body, the carbohydrates store as muscular glycogen. The body could only break so much. But what happens with us that we eat so much that whatever the body needs is going to take. The rest is you're gonna shit it out, and the rest will turn into sugar, which is gonna be fat.
Yeah.
And that's what we don't get. It's not that the carbs are bad, it's that we abuse them. So that's where you get that from, where like, people are like, okay, well, I'm not going to eat rice and tortilla. Well, no shit. Anybody's going to lose weight doing that. But the problem is that's not the problem. The problem is that you have to eat in moderation where you could still stick to that plan, because a lot of people, they'll run to keto, they'll run to juicing, fasting. All that shit that's not going to last, it's not sustainable, it's not realistic for a lot of people, and that's why they crack. Instead of knowing that it's about portion controls, it's about not taking away. It's a lifestyle, long view.
Awesome.
I got you. But thank you for the info, Antonio. You're my brother. Saludos. The real box, and the people in the comments wanted to know, and they said, "Oh, I was going to call in." This is the real box, the one with the picture in the background at the beach.
Oh, good.
And I've lost my weight. I'm not saying I did it correctly. And I did, cheat a little, but thank you, brother. Like I always said, Tony, you're my brother.
All right,
love
brother.
you guys, man.
Stay
Take
blessed,
care.
man.
Yep.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Okay, we got about 10 more minutes. Ya estuvo. So if you guys want to call in and say something, call in right now. Any questions? Somebody put in the comments, pre-workout is trash. Well, it's not for everybody, bro. You don't have to take it. So, caller, your name and where you calling from? Hello? Caller. Caller, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so, okay, there they go again. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Fairbanks, Alaska.
What's up, brother? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. So I had a question for Joe. You said something about fasting not being a longevity because sometimes people crack. I think that's a true statement. Is there any advice that you can give to someone who, like me, myself, that did fasting, but I lost about 40 pounds, but I ended up not being able to last because my job hours changed. Because I would eat from 7:30 to 3:30, and then I would go all day without eating. I would drink water, but is there any advice you would give out on if you just quit doing fasting?
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Big Dog. You're just going to have to go back to a structured macro plan where you eat a certain amount of protein, carbs, and fat. Here we go again. A lot of people, fasting is used for a lot of religious reasons, health reasons. A lot of times, I use fasting, for certain individuals because of their health, or if we're trying to get the last little bit of fat, those are just tools that we use. It's nothing that people should come in and look forward to because it's not sustainable. That shit, you have to fucking follow it to the T, or else when you fuck up, you're going to fucking throw everything away and that's easy for people to fuck up because an event happens or something lands in their lap. Oh, fuck, man, dinner. Fuck, what are you going to say? A lot of people are going to stick to it. They're not going to say, well, fuck fasting, I'll start tomorrow. That's something that you're setting yourself up for failure. So do something more realistic, more long view, which is, like I said, follow a macro structure plan, and you're going to lose
macro.
Yeah. Protein, carbs, and fat.
But my last question, sorry, but I'm really strict on not eating after 6:30. Is that something like, is that something recommended? Because I do cheat. I do have cheat days. I do believe in cheat days, but I'm really strict on not eating after 6:30. Is that something? Is that going too crazy or?
No, that's good. Like I said, if you're, if you like it, that's good. But, that's a myth where people say, hey, don't eat after 6 or this and that. If you're following a structured plan, it doesn't matter if you eat 30 minutes fucking before bed. I did it when I was eating 9 meals a day. You're not, it's calories in, calories out. You're not going to be totally fucking gain weight overnight just because you had the last late meal. If you're following your plan and staying under your numbers that you should, the body's not going to fucking gain weight, So, but what you're doing there, a lot of people, see here. So this is different. A lot of people use that for a lot of health reasons. A lot of people can't eat right before bed because they upset stomach. They can't go to sleep. They're too full. So yeah, if you have that where now you have a few hours to digest for you to feel better, absolutely, that's one of the keys. That this is when you get to know your body and you get in tune with your body. It's not going to be like, oh no, well that's bullshit. Nah, it works for people. It's working for you, so stay on it.
All good.
And you would say that everybody's macros count would depend on their weight, or like there's people that can eat from 6,000 calories, right, a day to dropping it down to 1,500. Would you say that's unhealthy?
Fuck yeah, it is. You
Or would
can't
you say
do a drastic jump like that. Yeah, you'll fuck yourself up. You know, you have to. The way I get macros is by your. This is what I tell my clients: by your height, your weight, your body fat percentage, and obviously your goals and your activities. All that plays a big factor. You know, you cannot come in and expect Tony to have the same macros as I have if he's more active than me. There's no fucking way. You're going to be burning more fuel. You're going to be losing weight too fast. No, everybody has to know their numbers. That's where a lot of people get fucked up because they go to these apps and they're like, fuck, nothing happened. I went to this fucking macro app on the internet. And I'm like, exactly, because they're going to throw you inflated numbers. You still got to adjust them. You still have to make sure those are your numbers. And that's where people, here we go again. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Yep.
Okay, my brother.
Thank you, Tony.
You got it. Thank you. Okay, let's go. We got a couple of more minutes. Good questions.
Good questions.
Okay, let's see. And you know what? And a lot of concerned people, you know, if they're doing it right, you know, and I think that's a good thing. Let me see. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? It's me, Aaron from Inglewood. Last week I was calling back in to say what's up with you guys.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, just a quick question to Guerrero real quick. Hey, bro, like, I'm 300 pounds. I'm like at 290 now, but I've been, like, kind of low-key just changing my diet a little bit. I'm trying to be consistent with it. What would you give advice for, like, eating-wise? Like, should I stick with, like, fruits and vegetables, or should I add meat more into my diet? Because I'm trying to stay away from meat because I hear, like, that helps you keep a slimmer physique and shit, you know?
Well, I mean, you just got to stay to lean protein meat. You know, don't fucking completely cut them off, you know, because you're not going to last just eating fucking fruit and vegetables, you know. Don't go too dramatic where, like, you don't even see yourself doing it for a long time. And a lot of times it's just, you know, eating some lean meats. Obviously, you can't fucking have steaks all the time, you know, a lot of red meat, you know, if that's giving you health issues, you know, it's not bad for you, but everything's in moderation. It's what's going to get you the results that you want, you know, and it's going to be time, you know, but don't do something that you don't see doing for a long time where people end up doing exactly what you're doing. If you're not used to eating, it's like you're trying to cut it cold turkey and leave the meats out just because you think that they're bad. Nah, you need protein in there. So you're going to have to get that source from somewhere, you know?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you recommend, like, is there a difference between, like, Walmart chicken and Whole Foods chicken? Or would you just, like, say it's the same thing? Or is there, like, something in the quality? Or, like, because, like...
Nah, I mean, when you're starting, big dog, it's just fucking getting your protein in. You know, obviously, later on down the road, you could pick fucking quality over fucking just any protein protein meats that you see at Walmart compared to the ones that they're like, oh, grass-fed and fucking no GMOs, none of that shit. You know, what matters right now is just fucking following a plan, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Got you. Gracias, you guys, man. Thank you, guys. I'm going to hit on 113 tonight for y'all. You already know.
Oh, my brother. Stay blessed, homie. Okay. I'm really, really enjoying this fucking episode, bro, because I don't think we've had one like this yet.
That's badass, man. You got a lot of wisdom, man.
Thank you, my brother. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, this is Pablo Escobar from Monte.
Pablo Escobar. Okay, I remember you. Yeah, you called before.
Yeah, have you guys ever watched that TV show on TLC, My 600-Pound Life? Where they have all these gordos, they're eating like Taco Bell for breakfast and just keep eating like a KFC. I'm just nonstop eating. You look at them, they're always crying and depressed. They have that surgery, but they all end up like, 6 months after the episode's over, they end up dying of heart attacks.
Wow. I haven't seen that, bro.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's like pretty like, dude, they're eating constantly like KFC for breakfast and like, you stop eating, but they're having neighbors and they go in there and they feed them. And I don't know how someone could get so huge.
Yeah, that's fucking torture.
Yeah, man. Did you have a question,
and about that Hotolon that called earlier about gay guys, fat guys, about having small peepees. Well, a lot of Chinese guys they're very skinny and they got small peepees.
How would you know, big dog? I'm just asking.
That's what I heard, man. I don't know. That's what I heard. I'm not that listening.
All right, bro. Thank you. All right. That was pretty good. I'm glad he threw in some humor. Chenny's got a small peep. He's like, wow. Shit. All right. Let me see. Last call right here. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Tony, what's up? This is Jay from the Bay Area.
What's up, my brother? How you doing tonight, man? You blessed?
Pretty good. I'm enjoying the show and the content. Guerrero, what's up, man? Thanks for the motivation.
Hey,
man.
what's up, G? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man. I've been following this interview, and I'm just getting started myself. I have a quick little question, man. In terms of being sore, man, when you're sore, what do you recommend? Do you recommend a light workout the next day, or just skip a day?
Nah, I mean, I would just go in there if your routine's still on point. Go in there and get that blood flow. You don't got to go all crazy, but get that blood flow and do just light workouts. But get in there. Because that's what's gonna heal you. Not by not doing anything. Just make sure that you're eating. The amount that you should be eating to. Nutrition is key. So a lot of people, they go torture their body and then they don't feed it. So how the hell are you going to grow or, get the results you want when you're not feeding the body what it needs to heal or build muscle? So got to make sure every area is on point.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Muchas gracias, man. And what's your opinion on yeast? Have you heard of yeast, the nutritional yeast, while you're working out and doing iron?
What
nutritional yeast?
Yeast. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
No, a lot of people just want to,
No?
they're bringing out some crazy products just to hype people up.
Is
You
it-
just stick to the basics,
Orale. Okay, cool. Thanks for answering that. All right.
Yep, 100.
Okay, my bro. Thank you. And that was the last call, everybody. So let me go ahead and get out of here. Okay, we could take these off now. You know what? I'm going to say this first and foremost. Muchas gracias. Thank you for sharing, all of this knowledge that you have of working out. I think not only was this very educational, but to me it was beautiful because not only are we educating people, but we're also educating our raza on that, because a lot of us, let's be honest, we eat unhealthy, and we just eat. And my big concern is this: when you're a family man and you go to work, you come home and you eat your meal that's well deserved. Pero if you're not doing anything else, the más vas a engordar. You're just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is my concern. Not only are you the provider of the home, but the protector of the home. Mm-hmm. If anything happens and anybody wants to come in and defile your wife or your children, at least in my opinion, you need to be physically fit, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
To protect your home, protect your family, to protect what's yours. And that's what I push here, because when my homie came and he got beat up, fuck if that's ever going to happen to me, bro. It was a very embarrassing and humiliating moment for him. So I don't wish that upon anybody. But many times, you run into some idiots that may disrespect your wife or your kids, and you're going to have to, you're going to have to go speak up.
Handle business.
So I would like to eventually bring you back and let's continue educating people.
I love it, Tony. Thank you for having me here, Big Dog. And like I said, I'm doing it. This is my passion. And the reason why I'm doing it, because somebody has to come out here and fucking speak up. Somebody has to come in here and educate, our people to be better, to strive for more. There's a lot of people, just walking with such disbelief, unmotivated, with a lot of fucking anxiety, depression, all that shit. You could fucking kick off, a lot of fucking, there's a lot of people that, obviously they got dealt the card of, just being, it's a medical term, then we leave it alone. But there's people that you have a choice to fucking make, make that change that you need, We have choices,
Absolutely, absolutely. At this point, brother, any shout outs you want to give, anything you want to say before we close? Let me give a shout out and then we'll do the super chats.
Want to give a big shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, Stacy, my kids that helped me out, Moses, Isaiah, and my beautiful baby girl, Aliyah, and everybody, all the warriors out there. Much love and respects. We're going to fucking push forward. Our car does not have reverse. We're going to run this motherfucker in. Let's go.
Let's go. Go ahead, you guys. Go ahead and give the super chats. Okay. These are people that have donated money during the show.
Okay, Ralph707 dropped $5. He said, question for both of you guys. Have you guys ever heard of working out drunk? And can you build muscle and strength like that?
Oh, yeah, I see plenty of them. I used to do it before, drink a 40 and then go fucking do some curls back in the days. Like, fucking, you're just wasting time and you're going against the grain. You know, that's all you're doing.
That's all you're doing. So, hope that answers your question.
Okay, Roberto Hernandez dropped $10. He says, what are Joe's thoughts on fentermina? 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 I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure exactly what that is.
And does he know what it is? I guess he doesn't know.
No, I don't know what it is.
No, if it's any, you know, all these other fat burners or it might be a fat burner or whatever, you know, supplements they have, you know, they don't do much, you know. Nutrition is 80% of the result comes from nutrition, food. You know, people that want to buy aminos, you know, they ask me, hey, what about these fucking BCAs? All that shit is not needed. The food has that shit. You know, it's just, you know, why? I'm not gonna tell you to spend your money and go buy all kinds of fucking bullshit that I know you don't need. I know because I did it without that. You know, so
yeah. I guess it's called fentermine. Fentermine. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I guess he spelled it in Spanish. So
I've only taken 3 things: pre-workout, citrulline, and protein.
Yeah, citrulline they sell that by Excel because it's so effective, you know.
Yes.
Because it doesn't give you like a pre-workout, more of, you know, that goes straight to, you know, more of a blood flow, more of a pump. That ingredient there is what I tell everybody: if you're gonna get a pre-workout, make sure it has citrulline malic in there.
Yes.
They're like, oh shit, you know. That's why you know, you raised my eye when you said that. I'm like, oh shit, he knows about that.
Yeah, I have that.
People don't know.
You know what? It says it promotes weight loss. That's what it says.
That's what I'm saying. I knew it was kind of like a fat burner. Nah, fuck that. There's no such thing as that. Just fucking, you know, you got to fucking follow your nutrition. It's what's going to do it, you know. That's not going to speed up the process. That's not going to get you nowhere, you know. Those are just gimmicks, and don't spend your money on that.
Okay, Carlos Hernandez dropped $1.99. He says, what does Joe think about semen retention?
That's, you know, a lot of people want to do sacrifice, like if that's gonna benefit in any way. I don't, you know, I got hit up with that a lot, and you know, what you got to do is what's hardest, you know. That right there, you know, it's just people use it for religious reasons or thinking that they're gonna find themselves, or that's one of the something that they sacrifice. Nah, what you got to do is fucking you know, action and actually fucking put in the work, you know. None of that shit, cold showers or, you know, shit like that, it's gonna fucking do it, you know.
Right.
Okay, there's another one right here. Let me just. Okay, Enrique Ledesma. He says, "Buenas noches, Tony and Mr. Enriquez. Has he ever had an alcoholic client? I'm asking because one can't quit cold turkey and be healthy at the same time. Any advice?"
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I flipped a lot of them, you know. It's because we got to instill, you know, a lot of people that are, you know, consider, you know, addicts, you know, those are going to be the fucking, the ones that are going to kill it once we fucking flip that mindset, you know. An addicted person that fucking goes to the extreme, it goes to the extremes on both ends. So once they get into fucking a better state of mind and we get working on themselves, those are the ones that fucking succeed and make shit happen, you know. We just got to get them there. And I work on mindset a lot, you know. That's why I have my Zoom calls weekly, because that's something that a lot of people just, it's hard to kick off, but it's very possible, you know.
Okay. Don Piruco dropped $1.99. He said, what's your thoughts on a gallon of water a day?
That's good. That's something that, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of fitness gurus been using a lot on their clients. You know, it's a hack, like, to keep you busy, keep you, you know, hydrated. But I don't really push that because we get, you know, water comes from food, what we eat, you know, coffee, we drink, soda, whatever, diet soda, whatever we drink. So sometimes there's no need for that. There's a lot of people that drink electrolytes when they're in construction. They have their Gatorade. So a gallon of water is, you know, it's good for a lot of reasons because it keeps you more full and it keeps you fucking busy and kind of more disciplined. Use it as a discipline. You know?
That's good.
Okay, Don Piruco dropped $1.99. He said, thanks to both of you. This is an eye-opener. Gracias.
All good. We done?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Blackout podcast. That's ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. I did an interview with him, and he pulled up on the live chat, and he just said Tony A been killing it. Go check out that interview, the Blackout podcast. Once again, go subscribe to his page. He's got a lot of great artists coming on his podcast. Just another Raza podcast, where we talk hip hop. So if you guys like music, you guys like hip hop, go subscribe to him. Let me give a shout out to, once again, Joe right here. Muchas gracias. We definitely want to do a part 2 and continue to educate people on taking care of themselves. Okay. Second, let me give a shout out to my team, Norbert, for being a part of our team. I want to give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. Also to my son, B-SKANLESS, for helping me promote this, and to the Hip Hop Jedi and everybody out there, all the LA fools, all the IE fools, all the Raider fools, everybody out there that subscribe, commented, like, share, disliked, whatever. We had fun tonight. Take care of yourself, eat right, work out, and follow him, message him, for motivation for those of you that want to move into this area of a new, if you will, lifestyle.
Yep.
So other than that, we're good. We'll see you here Friday with Calls with the Wizard. I'll post that flyer up tomorrow morning, so stay tuned. Friday, Calls with the Wizard, and then we'll be back Sunday. Thank you. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this BI.
You got it.